Hi, how are you? My
Hey,
my very special guest, heels in the air. You know what I was going to do?
what?
I was going to go back in my text messages and try and
Uh,
get an exact date of when I started asking you to do.
oh,
I said, "Oh, that'd be fun." I could pull up each. Let's see, ask number one, ask number two, ask number 27.
girl, I was scared. And see, now my voice is going, so this is why.
See, this is what
Oh no, no,
happens.
damn! I just stick my foot in my mouth.
Well,
Um,
I told you what I did the other day with the I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, the day before. You were on
no idea.
panel at Queen
Uh,
Bee's and I was in her chat and I was
right?
also trying to text you. And what I meant for the text, I
Oh,
accidentally
what?
put in the chat. The
Uh,
It said we have apparently started our panel hoe career at the same time because I think I went first, and then
it,
that's what they call you when you go on panels.
a
Although I don't
panel
know what
hoe.
yeah, panel hoe.
Well,
Is
I'll
that
I'll take it.
isn't it fun? I don't
Yeah,
know exactly how many panels you have to appear on before you get labeled a panel hoe, but
I'm gonna
we
say
started our
we
career roughly the same time.
really,
Huh? I did it for the first time about a week before you did.
bitch. What were
Yeah.
you on? Queen Bee. I mean, is that where you started?
I
Where did you start
no,
your
I think
panel hoe career?
I think it was it Savage?
Oh wow, that's
I've only
brave.
been on three. It's how can I not
Wow.
remember?
You went
That's a
in.
reflection of me, not them.
Yeah, that takes guts to go up there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'm just desensitized from all these damn nut jobs running around here that I thought, well, my goodness, I know they get a bad rap over there sometimes, but hell,
Oh no, it's
I mean,
not
we're
because of
getting
anything bad.
good Lord.
No,
No, I
I
know
just
what you're saying.
yeah. That's the
But, in comparison to the people we talk about, oh, good God. I mean,
yeah
well, it
yeah.
looks like they were
I love the
else.
ship.
Did you see Shannon today?
No,
She was on a little bit at the end of the day, and it was just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Savage was on. I just popped in there to say hi. And do you know who Rich? What? No, wait a minute. What's it called? Rich
Li-
Life.
oh no, I've heard of them.
Yeah. Well, Pirate did an absolutely hilarious parody of that channel, and I just wanted to pop in there and say, hey, has anybody seen? Hey, burnt toast. This I am.
Oh hey, Remy, Molly's Hair
Here's a
Plug,
new one. Molly's Hair Plug.
Liza,
Go
or
like.
oh Revival, yeah. Back to Tragedy.
Hey, best
Miss
friend.
Leah, Saucy, Kay, 123. Oh, Burnt Toast has been in here, girl.
Oh, well, thanks for coming to class early. All the kids
Hey,
that were
Kathy,
here ahead of time.
Tuesday. Yeah, Burnt Toast is the OG of the whatever this
Yeah.
community is that
Yes,
does reactions.
we all
We bow
go
down.
down.
I'm bowing.
Okay,
My
on the
legs
thing.
are, I'm bending my legs up and down. There you go.
Girl, we've been trying to take some of the Betty fire off of you. I've been trying to make myself a human shield out here.
How does the chat go? Is it the top is the
You,
latest or the bottom?
the bottom. And
Okay.
do you have a keyboard, or can you can only see
No, I
it?
don't. I
Okay,
don't have a keyboard.
okay. Well, I have a keyboard, but I have these nails on, which I'm completely, that's no, that takes forever. Uh we're in this together. Well, I am glad to hear that, my friend. Talking to Burnt Toast
Yeah.
about, Betty. Yeah, it's funny because I don't know. I think I'm probably the least friendly to her. Toast
And
drives are real good, but she's
she's very classy about it. I
yes,
think we all have.
she doesn't
Yeah.
take too many shots at
But she goes
Betty Dryer lid.
pretty deep on her.
Yeah, it's probably why I don't think Betty understands a lot of it. Probably.
I know. Yeah, I'm
Oh
sure.
goodness. Oh well, literally, David Stam. Thank you. We love you too.
Hey.
Fairy Dust. How you doing,
Yeah, I mean,
Mrs.
I think with a small video, I'm just doing, like taking a couple of shots or whatever, but Burnt Toast just lays it all out, takes her to church, and we're good.
Yeah.
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 The
And
whole,
yes, that it is. I was looking, damn it. I was looking for a comment that so where does anyone know where is Miss Betty right now? Is she still shacked up in
Georgia.
Georgia?
Oh, Bash the Tragedy Pants. That sounds good. I started a series. Sorry about my voice. I'm losing it. I started a series for Betty, called Keeping Up with the Bullhorn.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me. When I was in Shannon's,
Thank you, Ariana. Beer
something
can hang.
what were they talking? Oh, they were talking about hey, did you see Jody Sue the other night? And
Oh, I
Sabbath
know. We got to talk.
both said, "Oh
No, I
hell,
don't watch.
I
No, no,
can't
no, no, no.
understand a damn thing she's saying."
No, no, no.
And I said in the
Bert,
chat,
I'm going to tell her.
we need to give Jody Sue Betty's bullhorn. And then we could solve two problems at one time. We could get one bitch to shut the hell up, and we could get one that maybe people could understand. Yeah, that's. Hey, Beer Can, how you doing? Do you know Beer Can Heels?
Yes, I know. Let me say something real quick. Burnt Toast tells Kathy P. Let's talk about everything. It's funny she put you on the list. She put Kathy on the list.
Hi, Vivacious.
You know the list. You know what the list is, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I know what they think the list was supposed to be. That was the hit list of the people that need to go, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I made my own list.
Oh, we need it. Yeah. Well, the list is it's different to different people, I guess. Like there's so many factions that are fighting, and they're just kind of jumping on to the like Burnt Toast would have no reason for her to be on a list that Molly made, but she's on Betty. She's number one on Betty's list.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely. Do you think there was like a merging of lists?
Yes.
Okay.
Veda just took what everybody gave her. Let's see, Burnt Toast said, yeah, Veda said about Kathy, I hate that bitch. I was like, what? Well, me too. What the hell did Kathy do?
Hey, Cobra.
Oh, because you review her? Well,
Wait a minute. They're doxing the viewers?
Yeah. Well,
these bitches
like I said,
I'm sorry.
There's different reasons for different. Like
seasons?
Queen Bee. Huh?
Different reason for the seasons?
Yeah. It's like I said, they just all kind of like Veda has no idea what she's talking about. Yes, she doesn't know.
That was apparent.
Yeah. So she just got a list and explained it, but she's from the nonsense Katie Joy Facebook group.
Yes, I did get that. I got that distinct impression that nonsense was. Or no, wait, I'm thinking of the lady who appeared on Queen Bee's the other day. What was her name? Oh God, she was a rude bitch. What was her name?
I have no idea.
It was on yesterday. It was yesterday. Well, she basically just was like, A big cheerleader for Molly, and she just, no matter what. Well, you talked to her. Yes.
EKC. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know her really. When Chris McDonough from the interview room was when he had his channel terminated, I watched her a few times, but after that, I don't even see her. So I don't know why she got on the bandwagon.
Chaos says, I want to be added. Damn it, I want to be added too.
Is Val in here? Oh my God.
I'll make the next list. Yes, I did see Val.
Hi, Val.
I said, hey. Truth hurts.
A party list? Good God. Oh, well, our list would be a great party, but I think there's another list going around too.
List. I said, I will see
you did?
list and I'll raise you. Well, I don't know what was on hers, 20 people?
The last time I thought there weren't that many. There were like 12.
Okay, well, I said, I'll take your list and I'll raise you at least 38 items. So my list had 58. My list was, I didn't name specific people. It was more, general things like list of those whose credit score has never exceeded 600. Those who've committed 6 of the 7 deadly sins, in that vein. I don't think they appreciate it. Of course, they're too damn stupid to know, that would be one of those things where they'd be, of course, I would have thought they were on the list, but they would probably be sitting around going, well, who's that bitch talking about? I'm sure it's not me. Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the list is dumb. I mean, she was showing my Twitter post, and I don't know how that was explained to her, but it was crazy.
With crayons. With crayons and construction paper.
She was totally confused about how it works. The math flagging, and we went and
no matter
took it to an
explained. She wasn't having it. I mean, it was just she was not
she's
to accept fact.
Well, because she got allegedly. Well, I did see a $99 super chat, but Molly will say, I don't know what Molly says to them when she does this, but they just stick to it. She's going to stick to this list, and
that was another thing on my list. Those who have been the beneficiary of the Tragedy Pimps Collective $100 super chat that they just trade $100 bill between all of them, and then at the end of the month, I don't know, they duke it out, they rip it in little pieces. Well, here's 50 cents for you. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think I don't know that anybody's taking it all that seriously. Once Molly's gone for a month over there sleeping or whatever the hell she's doing, they'll go away. She's gonna just give up, and she and Gina and Wallpaper can all. I thought that was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that was funny. I've heard a few. Boy, don't you
Wallpaper.
know regretting that little dance he did. Since that's the
No, I think he liked it. I think he likes the attention.
He probably likes the attention. He probably doesn't so much appreciate what it signifies when it's played.
Oh, well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know these people. I'm just glad Molly's gone, and I don't know if Betty's doing anything that's really that crazy right now.
What?
What is she doing?
Oh, well, we'll just pull her video up. Well, let's see.
Oh, good idea.
Okay, first we're going to
play that bean footage.
Yes. Now, do you want to let it roll and then we'll stop, start? Do you want to try and get all the way through it and then go back and stop, start? How do you want to do it?
No, don't go. You just, we'll just do the reaction.
And you just shout out. If I don't This reminds me, do you remember when you were a little kid and you would get those books? I think, well, when I listened to them, I think they were Disney books. And when you'd start, you'd put the little record on your record player and you'd have the book and it would say, you will know it is time to turn the page when you hear this sound. And it was like,
No,
okay, well, you
never
just,
heard of that.
are you kidding?
No,
I'm gonna have to
don't judge.
I'm gonna have to find one on Google, and not now, but later.
Yeah, not
I
now.
will send you
Oh,
a screenshot. Okay, so
okay.
in the event that I do not stop when you want me to stop,
You
because I have a button
stop
to
when
it
you,
first, you
yeah,
say stop.
I'll say, right.
Bitch,
But
stop.
it'll come naturally.
Yeah,
She'll say something and you'll go, oh my God. And
I
then,
think you're right. I think it will.
yeah, there's no set time but you have to pause it, but
Okay.
not every 3 seconds or even 10 seconds. I mean, she gets whatever out of her mouth and you want to comment on it, you'll see.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like,
Oh, it'll be very natural, like her hair. It'll be
yeah,
quite natural. All right, here
let's
we
try it.
go.
Let's do it.
And if they want to steal my content, then they're paying me for it.
Can you hear it? Okay.
It's going to be
Yeah,
waste. It's
let
not
me
going to
see
be
if I
our
can
channels
see
that
it.
are going to be suffering.
There we
It's
go.
all these
Oh my
channels
God.
that built their entire platform on hating us. What are you going to do when we're all gone? They won't even be
Okay.
able to watch it on my website.
I was going to say, hold please.
Yeah, they are taking a bit. And
What are we going to
Okay,
do
so
when you're gone? The
can you
happy
pause it for a
dance?
second?
I paused.
Okay, can everyone hear it?
Liza says good sound.
Okay, good. Okay. Can you start it over real quick?
Yes.
Because I was all worried about the sound.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Well, I can never get enough of listening to Betty, so
Oh, me
let's
either.
roll that bean footage again. Here we go.
And if they want to steal my
Okay.
content, then they're paying me for it. It's going to be waste. And it's not going to be our channels that are going to be suffering. It's all these channels that built their entire platform on hating us.
Bitch, nobody has built their entire platform on hating you.
Okay, I have.
Oh, you have what?
My whole platform, not hating. Well, okay, maybe. But I started doing these because of her, Molly, heels on the ground. Absolutely. She's absolutely right.
But well, no, oh no.
But I'm not
said
making
one. Well, I guess she did say us, but I'm sure in her little mind, it's all Betty. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could say the same, but I proudly say that. I tell them all the time that I'm more than happy to.
But that's meaningless that she's saying that, because there are a lot of channels that have, they're always talking about one person or, drama on a show or whatever. To me, they're a reality show wanting to happen, but didn't.
Look at her. I mean,
yeah. And the other thing is, this is my video. This isn't their video. This isn't coming. You know what I mean? Like, I did these clips. So yeah, you still have to pause and everything, but it's still.
I think this is a good place to ask you this question. And I'm really not even joking.
Okay, I won't laugh.
How do you spend so much time with this vapid bitch and all of her kind? Like, how do you stay mentally well and spend this much time with Betty? Because I truly cannot listen to more than just a few minutes of her, and I find myself like getting pissed.
Yeah, I do get pissed, but Betty's mouth to me is like Pandora's box. Like, what's going to come out of it next? And she still amazes me with the shit she comes up with. Like, my friend says Betty's a 5-year-old, like Arrested Development. She never got past, because you don't see adults acting like this. Adults that were raised correctly.
Not adults in the free world.
No, like Jonathan doing all, he is 48 years old. You know what I mean? And he's wearing a press cap and a
Mhm.
media shirt. And he thinks people believe him. No, you look like a 12-year-old or an 8-year-old playing reporter. Yeah,
Hold on.
that's what amazes me about them. But they're harmful. You know what I mean? It would be funny on a reality show, but
Um,
she's yelling at
I just
mothers.
wanted to know if I could turn the volume up. I've got it up all the way on. I've got it all the way up on that end. When
What are
we
you going to do when
started.
we're all gone?
Whoops.
They won't even be able
Hold
to
on.
watch it on my website.
On that video, it's up all the way. I'm going to try.
What is it they can't hear us for the video?
I think it's the video.
Well, we weren't
Somebody,
playing it.
I think from the 5 seconds that we did get into it. I think I've got it up all the way over in that window. So I don't know. I don't think I can make it any louder. It says the
Is she
video
doing
is
her rap?
it says it's kind of low, but not horrible.
Okay.
Okay, so
Do you have
it
closed
says
caption,
it's
maybe?
kinda low, but we can hear it. Do I have what?
Well, if they have closed caption, I don't know if it works or not.
Let me see. Do I have it?
Thanks, Nora.
Subtitles closed cap. Oh, there we go. I put
Okay.
it on. Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I hope it, has the correct words, but go ahead.
Okay.
So she's leaving. So far.
Sorry.
Yeah, they are taking a bit, and they started pulling our they started reducing what we're compensated on the advertisements, and they're trying to make more for our creativity than we were, and it used to be just the opposite. YouTube is
Okay. So YouTube allegedly is taking more than they used to take for their share. Now that's what I've heard. I haven't read it, and someone that is a creator I know said she hasn't noticed it. So I don't know if that's true. It could be, but what they make on these videos is nothing, like nothing. But on the super chats and their PayPal and their Cash App and all whatever else they have, merchandise, she makes money. And so she's saying that part of the reason she's going to leave is they're taking more of her.
That bitch is not leaving. She is not leaving until they kick her big sagging ass right through the door.
Right. And Betty thinks she could get this same audience by building a website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With the if she, like the overhead, YouTube takes care of that. You just hop on here, do your video, and you get paid. And you have a 2 billion person possible audience. Okay.
Are you saying you don't think Betty could draw 2 billion people?
No, she's not.
Website.
Doing a website is so 90s. I mean, if you're going to do videos, you're going to have to get a server. It's ridiculous. She doesn't know this. She thinks no one's going to leave and go follow her to a website. So I don't know why she's doing all this. She's just, I don't know what she's doing.
She's a petulant child who's got the true maturity level of, I would say, your average 12 to 13-year-old.
She's definitely stunted in her mental growth.
And it explains the fact that she thinks an in-depth, deep dive criminal investigation into something that's already got national attention, eyes on it, should be, started and finished within 2 weeks. Because Betty says so. She's an idiot.
In her mind, she has a room full of people, from 200 to 500 now, people in her room. And what she tells them She
I'm
thinks
really
they don't know any better. It's like everything I tell you is all you need to know. And
Yeah.
so when she talks about the cases or she talks about us, I never see her people in my comments. It's weird that they don't come and like barbecue me.
Well, you know, for the same reason I don't go hang out with people that are talking quantum physics. You know,
Well, I know.
they're
Yeah.
out of their depth. They like listen. They think Betty. I I used
I
to
don't,
say I don't want to insult a large swath of people. Paint. What's Betty like to say? Painting with a broad brush. Well, here's the size of this lip gloss brush. Yeah, that's this is what Betty. This is what her people paint with. Yeah, listen. She's dumb AF, and
yeah, I don't understand. I'm not, going to judge her subs
I will. Oh
other
well,
than
I'll do
the
that too.
ones that stay with her when they know she's telling the mother of a missing child, your child is dead. What did you do with your child? If you stayed with her after that, there's no excuse. But there's a new crop that comes in, right? She goes on the Quentin Simon, then she gets people interested in that case. So she's got a new set of, but her sub count hasn't moved for a year, over a year.
I'm shocked beyond all measure that there are anything more than about 100 people that. I mean, I'm sorry. Look at her. It anybody who presents on the outward. Oh, and before I forget, I do believe that in front of what did she keep calling in Georgia? She kept calling it the headquarters. Well, that's not what it said on the building, but I know what it meant. But I do believe that she was wearing I do believe that Hard Rock, her favorite Hard Rock hoodie.
Red, yeah.
Yes, I do believe it was.
Had it on since
God Almighty, Betty.
day one.
Red
And her
they don't
crossing guard.
unless it's Valentine's Day. And
yeah, she does. I don't know. She doesn't have a. I'm not the fashion person you are, but
I am.
I'm guessing. She just doesn't. It's like I am who I tell you I am, and you have to believe it, or you're an asshole. Regardless of what I'm wearing, how I present myself. I personally would never wake up, sit up in the bed, and go on camera. I mean, that's me.
I'm sitting here
Nor
at 8:30 at night in fake eyelashes. I mean, not that I expect her to do that, but have you ever seen one of her favorite people, Ashley Banfield? Have you ever seen Ashley Banfield or
no.
Throw some names at me. I mean, have you ever seen any of them looking like this? And it's not. I just feel like if you want to hold yourself out as some kind of
right,
you got to look.
That's the point.
Professional.
That's the point. Is that when she tells you she's all variety of professions? Look at Brian Enton. She sees Brian Enton. Would he ever say half the shit she says?
Well, she made him.
Well, I know she was his mentor, but But I don't know. I don't understand how anybody believes her, but they do.
Take this image in front of us. Yeah. I mean, since it is Betty and we need to keep the bar low, the expectations low, I don't know, maybe a bra that would help the just rolled out of bed look.
Oh no, this isn't rolled out of bed. She's brushed her hair and everything on this one.
Oh no. I've already said Betty should never brush that hair. I do not recommend putting a brush in that hair because that'll just cause more breakage. This is
But that's what I'm saying. She doesn't listen. She doesn't listen. She doesn't care what you think because and to a certain extent, I appreciate that in people, that they're being them. But she's telling people that she's been a paralegal. You can never do this in a law office. You can't look right. It's just there's a professional look. Right. So it just, nobody believes her that has a brain. But I guess her subs think. Fuck if I know what they think.
Yeah, I just
but I just think she doesn't take criticism at all.
no,
Well,
no.
yeah.
Which presents a very interesting dichotomy of someone who's that thin-skinned, but will give you all the ammunition you need to drag her for film.
Right.
I've
Right.
always said, and I mean this truly, the reason I find her so ignorant, well, one of several, but it's not that she makes a mistake with a word or with, a lot of her proclamations on the law and everything else she thinks she knows that she does not. It's not the fact that she makes the mistake. It's the fact that she refuses
To own it.
And it's not even like these are things that are matters of opinion. No, when you use the word behoove wrong 2,487 times after being told.
Well, actually, she doesn't misuse it. Because I said that forever. If you look it up,
I have.
Right, and you can. When she says "I behoove you," I don't even remember what context she used it in, but
she says a lot. I behoove you. Well, my understanding of the definition of behoove is it would be of a benefit to you, type of thing.
Right.
So it would.
But usually you hear it would behoove you. It would behoove you not to go to this.
You think she's just leaving out a word? You think she's just using the wrong?
No, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, moving past behoove, I'm just saying that one, she can kind of get by with it. But she said, like today she said, or yesterday she said, she was going to ground her grandson or step grandson or somebody. And she goes, groundation.
Oh,
you are on groundation.
Yeah, that's not a word. Not a word.
Not a word. No word is not a word.
Do lots of those. Not a word.
Burnt Toast could do a whole video on all the words. I think she was going to do a video actually.
Granite versus granted. Oh, she did a prayer garden today. She said,
right, Bill.
You know how Prayer Garden loves to say, I am going to do a live upon that subject, because Prayer Garden thinks that makes you sound smart to use the word upon. Yes.
She always says upon. Yeah, always.
Well, I heard Betty do it too. She said something.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, not quite as crazy as
be a good cooker.
PG-ism, but she did say something about it was just the incorrect use. And here's the thing. If Betty were a nice person who was really out there to help people when the only thing she's trying to help is her bank balance, there's a lot of these things that you would overlook. But she's not, so I don't. And I'm sure most don't.
Let me tell you that the thing about Betty is what she does behind the scenes, and she's a complete fucking monster behind the scenes. Well, and she will tell you
is a monster. So
no, I'm saying she does things to creators behind the scenes. She goes real life, but she doesn't own it. And stuff we're never going to say. I mean, I'll never put it out there, but she'll at some point, if she keeps it up, she'll know about it. But that's the worst thing about Betty. She can't, when you criticize her answer is to go to your neighbors and send them emails telling them you're a drug dealer.
Because that's a move that someone who's not very smart does. I mean,
Well, and it's dangerous. It's very dangerous.
absolutely.
When she will tell a group of, I'm not even going to say it, but it's very dangerous when they're telling other people, or your landlord, or your boss, or your father, or your sister,
Yeah, just dirty,
your kids, your
dirty
kids' friends.
tactics. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So all she does here is nothing compared to what she does behind the scenes. And seriously, it just makes her a shit person. All this is pretend. She's just pretending she's a great, whatever, reporter, paralegal. I don't know what her older sister does, but at the very same time, Andrew became a reporter. Her sister got her first job with
Did I miss something? When did
the
Andrew
local news.
reporter?
Huh?
This
No,
Andrew?
I'm saying, yeah, in her mind. I'm saying in
Oh,
her
okay.
mind.
I was like, whoa, I think I'm missing a large block of time.
No, I think that is, I
YouTube
do
report.
think that's a big part. It's just odd that her sister got her first, graduated from school with a journalism degree, got her first job at the local news, and suddenly Andra pops up and she's a reporter and she's at the Gabby Petito crap. Not crap, I just mean that crap show they had.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? So she's trying to say to her sister, who everyone's proud of, and well, they should be, that, oh, bullshit. I can do this without a degree. I can be a reporter. I can, be famous. I don't need to do all that. But
I'm laughing
you know
at
what I mean?
comments.
Like up to that point, nobody talked about Andrew because Andrew's always in trouble. She's running down the street naked, strangling people, slashing tires.
I
So,
hope her sister uses for our French-speaking friends, a plume de nom. For Betty, well,
yeah.
I was going to say pseudonym, but for Betty, we'll just say something vernacular she'll understand, AKA. Goodness, I hope that sister uses not the same. God, can you imagine?
And nobody goes after no one, not one decent person, and I would so call them out if anyone went after her sister. You know what I mean? But she would go after your sister.
Never, ever.
No, no.
In fact, one day something came up about I think I said, I just found out that Betty's mom works in her channel. And somebody put something in the chat and I said, nope, I don't.
No.
I'm speaking on her mom. Even though her mom,
well, yeah,
her, I still won't. No,
if she says something on her show, I'll talk about that
I would
because she's on her show.
Yeah, I mean,
but I wouldn't talk about out of school.
It would have to be something that was so earth shattering that like you couldn't stay away from it, and everyone else was talking about it. Otherwise,
oh yeah, I don't agree. I wouldn't talk about her personal life, like what she's doing, who she's married to. I wouldn't send letters to, her neighbors.
Hell no.
Yeah, but she talks a lot on there. It's pretty funny.
She
but
does?
I think her mother, she's on there all the time.
On camera?
No, not on camera. She calls in.
Yes.
When Betty was drunk that night, she did a whole 6-hour stream.
Wait a minute now. You're going to need to narrow this down. Which night?
When she was drunk. There was one night it became famous where she was drinking the whole entire.
Did she get a phone call from a male fan?
Oh, was that tonight? It could have been.
God.
It was Glare that called her.
Yes. That's the one I was thinking of.
I don't think it was. I mean, she could have been drunk. Who knows? But I don't think it's the same night.
Oh, so what happened the other night?
Oh my God, you'd have to see it. She went on Cam's panel and Doug Dolly's panel.
Is that what saw it? Told her she was right?
Yes.
That her big fat ass didn't cash.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Noted. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, her mom does come on and she backs up what Andrea says. If Andrea said, I was an astronaut 5 years ago, her mother would go, and the best one that, you
Oh,
know,
she's
yeah.
trying
So
to strength cooling.
she'll back up everything she says.
Yeah.
But I think her mom is just glad she has a job.
She doesn't live
She
with
has something. Yeah, she doesn't, and she doesn't live with her mom. Everybody says that she doesn't.
I'm sure her mom is quite glad for that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that she has, she's not in jail and doing all. And Andrew will say that. I think that's why all the time she'll say, "I follow the law. I don't cross the line,"
Okay.
because that's what her mom keeps telling her. Don't you dare,
Wendy V, yes, I am. Bounce that lady, whoever that is, Wendy V. That's doxing.
What?
Bounce her.
Wait, Wendy V's doxing?
Somebody named Wendy at Crimes of Fashion. A person named Wendy V is in your chat doxing.
Oh, that's the fake. Yeah.
Horn Betty. Okay, so
Yeah, that's the fake Wendy V. You need to get rid of her, I guess.
okay. So I am. Could you take care of that for me, please?
Yeah, that's a fake one. Wendy V wouldn't come in and do that.
Isn't that funny? I like all this. What do they call that when they cloning? Like when they clone your account?
Yeah, but she's not. If you click on her profile picture, you'll see it's not Wendy V. Wendy V's been around forever.
If she bit me, real.
Well, all you have to do is look at how many subscribers.
Okay, show. Is that what I do? Oh, oh, block.
It's not her. We've looked her up before. She goes into Jenny's too.
I blocked her.
Yeah, she goes into.
Hi, Wendy. Thanks for playing.
I actually have the call on my somewhere on my in my videos. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if that was the same night or another night, but so let's play the video.
Okay, back at it.
We're being rock a lot right now.
Starting to get greedy, and they're starting to make it a miserable place for everybody to be because they fail to enforce their own terms of service. So when all the good creators exit YouTube, what then? It is happening. It is happening. It may take a year or two, but I can tell.
Okay. YouTube has like 2 billion active users. I don't know how many of those are creators. Can you pause it?
I had it paused. I don't know why it. Okay. Damn it.
Okay.
You want me to go back a little or?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
This is what's fascinating to me. She truly believes that just the true crime creators she knows are all the true crime people on YouTube. And when she leaves and Molly's gone, what are we going to do? And I'll tell you why. Because when she searches a case, if you Google Summer Wells, even, you're not going to get to a creator unless it's Jonathan freaking Lee Riches. You won't see a creator for like 200 videos. You know what I mean? It's all news. The news takes up most of the, she doesn't know to hit the filter. Unless you know the creator's name, it's not going to come up. So she thinks her, Dolly, Prayer Garden, whoever, Chasing Truth, I think she wouldn't know.
You've only mentioned all the illiterates. Do we have?
Well, no, she knows Judy Ron because he said something about her.
Definitely.
Yeah, so he came to her attention. But I'm just saying, if you keep playing, when you play the video, she has no earthly clue about the big creators that aren't going to leave because she did. She doesn't understand at all.
I think that's just salacious gossip. I think she's also under the impression that the entire true crime, well, she's not true crime. Yeah, I know she wants to.
No, she's not.
Drama at best. And she really seems to think that the whole like platform will just fall apart without her. She's like Atlas, you know. She's
Atlas,
holding the globe. Betty, shrug, honey, shrug. Can you imagine? Do you think Betty knows who? Oh my God.
Oh, geez.
So very.
Does she know who what?
Like, it would be fun to play a game with her. Like, Betty, if I say Ayn Rand, what's that mean to you?
Atlas shrugged.
Yeah, well, you know, but
Oh, okay.
she said something the other
She
day.
wouldn't know. She has a black law dictionary.
A black. She said something that it just shocked me so much, and God, what was it? It was something, Miss Far Right Republican here, conservative, and it was something that was just it was just the antithesis of. It'll come to me at some point.
Oh, it's just like everything that comes out of her mouth. I don't know what it was.
Really outrageous though, because it even had me like paying attention and taking notice, because it was just so.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, even when she says this stuff, you were asking me if I get mad or whatever. I just would like to figure out what happened. Like, how can she? Was she not put away? Was she somewhere for a few years that she didn't catch up? I mean, there's really, you know what I mean? Like, YouTube's been around quite a while now. And so for her to think, or is she just trying to convince the people in her room? She knows better, but she just thinks they're stupid.
I think so. I don't.
My mom would be in there. If my mother watched her show and that's all she watched, she would believe her. She would think, okay, well, it's over. I'm going to bed, and watch a movie. Betty's gone. And she has a lot of people that aren't paperclip Tina. She's one of those.
Oh, she's the Dolly fan, right?
Yeah, she thinks
Dolly's.
that's all there is.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, a lot of that. I mean, when I say I don't understand how, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I should walk that back or not. I don't know. I think if I didn't have a real legal education, she wouldn't get me as heated as she does.
Oh, yeah.
I know she's full of shit and it offends me.
Yeah, it used to make me madder. But now it's just like I expect,
But
but she's done this.
It's dangerous, because I will never forget the time I heard her say to someone, you better, how did she put it? This was when she was alleging that people were, tripping through the daisies in her yard. Oh yeah, because people are just dying to come and, see Betty's. Oh, that's the birthplace of Bullhorn Betty, honey. Let's pull over and take a picture in front of the duplex. I mean, one of those kind of things. Goo 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 goo. And she said, all you people that are coming to my house and walking around my yard, I live in Florida. Well, yeah, Betty, I think if they're coming to your house, they know where you live. They know what state you're in. And let's not forget that she tells everyone where she lives.
Oh, she gave her address.
Yeah. And she said, I live in Florida, and this is a stand your ground state.
Yeah, I know that whole thing.
Shoot you through my window.
And she does it. No video of it. Nothing.
Yeah, quite interestingly.
She can video everything like that. Yeah. She's lying. She lies all the time. The whole gun thing, you don't have to have a concealed carry.
Not as of the other day, you don't.
The other day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that would explain it.
Up until, I think it was maybe the beginning of last week.
DeSantis okay.
Did away with, he signed into law that we are not open carry, but as long as you're eligible to have a firearm, you can carry it concealed you no longer have to have a license for that.
So you can just carry it concealed, but not out in the open.
Right.
Okay.
Like Arizona is open carry.
Everybody always says she can't get that because she has a felony. I'm real confused. All I know is when she says I was never charged with a felony, she absolutely was charged with a felony. I don't.
What's that for?
It was for the drugs, and she had drugs in her pocket, and she got a DUI. Well, she got a subsequent DUI. I think she was actually on probation
Our girl just
when she got the second one.
On. Oh, that was her old life, not her now love. Now she's a law-abiding citizen. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't have 42 entry. I had my.
I wouldn't show my face
Right?
and ever show someone's mugshot if I had her background. You know what I mean? Like, someone's going to come back on you for showing their mugshot. I just wouldn't do it. I mean, what did you expect?
Yeah.
She was, yeah. And Jonathan, oh my God, he's got to show everybody's mugshot, do their criminal background. The guy at the Greek restaurant that owned it, he did his. Why?
Hey, dude.
Why would you? And do you think?
No. It is the height of hypocrisy. It's like, that's another thing I find very frustrating. It's like, I mean, for fuck's sake, if you've got 42 entries in the civil and or criminal docket, well, I would think
Hi, Dr. Farrell.
You'd at least try really hard to, I don't know, be nice. Because people will forgive a lot when you're nice.
Or just own it. The first time she talked about her criminal, she said, and Burnt Toast can back me up, I have never been arrested. And it was already all over Twitter from the Gabby Petito when she was out there. People were looking her up already. So her record was everywhere. But she sat there and said, I've never been arrested. Then it turned into, well, I've never been convicted. Then it turned into the police relying on the affidavits, all of them.
Oh, yes, because they do that all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then he has some story about her husband trying to take settlement money of hers. I think she said like 100,000 or something. So he would call the police, wake her up, and tell the police she was assaulting him. I mean, what?
How about the time she said that in her past life, when she had a substance abuse problem, she spent $100,000 in one. What'd she say? 6 months?
Okay. Really?
Bitch, you have never made $100,000 in one calendar and or fiscal year. So
well,
grows her neck, pumpkin.
She got a settlement, she says. I could buy a settlement, okay, like some kind of.
That would be the only way.
But I don't know where it went because, and it's none of my business, but her house was not 100. I think it wasn't 100,000. So who knows? But okay, Murdoch, you spent 100,000 in 6 months on drugs. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But anyway, she will say that
she's a bullshitter.
Does she believe it? I mean, I don't even know. It's like, I don't know. But she says that drugs, she went to rehab, drugs were her problem. You know, she still drinks a cocktail. No, drinking is your problem. Because every one of those mugshots, she was drunk. You know what I mean? So she's a mean drunk and she's still drinking. So that's not her past life.
Yeah. Did you say that's not her best life or best
her
life?
Past life? She always says it's my past.
Life. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just like Jonathan. It all depends on if you're working on it. Okay. You have not been off probation or in prison since he was 19.
Sounds like somebody's attended a lot of little group therapy meetings where you sit in a circle and I don't know, maybe he gets a little bit of time off of his.
And I wouldn't mind Jonathan. Jonathan could be hilarious if he's not in true crime. That's my problem. Just y'all get out of true crime.
Yeah, who put the crime in true crime?
I mean, offering Bill Cosby Jello shots. The problem is then Jonathan, when he wants to be a serious reporter, says, "Oh, I was there at the courthouse and during Bill Cosby, and I covered it." Like, you didn't cover it. You weren't asked outside the courthouse. But
I don't know. I don't know any serious reporters. Not so much in
no,
but her. I don't know any serious reporters that repeatedly use bad grammar, have never met punctuation in writing, and no, I just, maybe that's why I'm so offended by people like her, because you don't get to just go through life saying, well, I'm a legal professional, I'm a reporter, I'm a victim. Wait, I actually looked at her about section on her channel. She called herself a victim. I think she was a victim.
a victim
Advocate.
advocate. Yeah.
Advocate. Yeah, and I've told her 27,000 times. There's a D in the word. It's not advocate.
She's an advocate.
Advocate.
Yeah, she has several biographies that if you go to LinkedIn, there was another one, but the LinkedIn, there's like 2 of them. I don't think she knows that she's done 2 of them. But, she's the insurance agent.
Hey,
she's paralegal.
Oh, insurance? Yeah.
Reporter.
I don't know. I had somebody who has access to well, I think anybody does. It's a public database of all licensed.
Oh, no, she doesn't have, yeah, I think
in that.
I think she worked like a telemarketing thing for, getting leads for other insurance agents. I think that's what she did.
Into she's an insurance. Okay, yeah, insurance agent.
Yeah, well, if you read the paragraph about it on her LinkedIn, she's basically, it's a spiel for, buying insurance. I don't know. She has all different things. I just think they should not be interacting. They shouldn't be interacting like Kylie Rodney. That was absolutely disgusting. To look up all those kids.
When I'm going to tell you something hilarious. My husband.
Oh, good.
My husband's quite familiar with Betty. Unfortunately, it's funny because my husband. Sometimes he'll look at me. He's like, "Now wait a minute. Which one of these YouTube nut bars are we talking?"
Yeah, you have to kind of follow it.
Betty. So when I tried to explain Molly and how Molly has left the building, he's like, "Well, who's that?"
Right, literally, Davis.
Which one is that? I said,
Savage.
You remember when the Brian Laundrie case was going on down in Manatee?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. He says, yeah. I said, do you remember the one with the big fat ass? That was because when we saw Molly and Betty out there and Molly had on those white short, my husband was like, who's that chick with the big fat ass? Like right in the entire frame of the thing. She was the only lay person. They were at the park. I think it was when they were getting ready to announce that they had found his body.
Oh, yeah.
All we saw was the sheriff's cars in front of the entrance to the park and Betty and Molly in her shorts that, they look painful. Okay. I was like, damn girl, you must not.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, you know how I have what I call sitting shoes? They're so high, you don't wear them when you.
Oh, yeah.
How much traveling to do? Yeah, so they're my sitting shoes. She had on what I would call, not sitting shorts. No, because that would be very painful. They were standing shorts. Yeah. So I said, do you remember? He's like, well, kinda.
And this is national news. They know it's national news. They found Brian Laundrie's body, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yes. But
she knows it. And you got a camel toe.
Dressed better.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. But see, I think Betty's the one that tweeted there was a gun.
He said, some cop apparently,
Glara's here. Hey, Glara.
with a
Hey, Earth.
paintball gun. Oh, I ain't touching
Right,
that.
Savage.
Oh, and here come the jokes. I have a feeling we might have some new screen names out of this.
Right, true crime. Exactly. I don't know why she lies when you can find out everything about her with a simple Google search. Exactly.
Hey, Earth, how are you?
She'll lie in the same video.
Savage,
You know what I mean?
I don't think you heard me. Oh no, she did. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I mean,
Some cop apparently shot.
it's not about no.
Grammar was not part of schooling. Exactly.
What was it?
He said, Mimi said BHB and MGL went to the same reporter school where grammar was not part of the schooling.
Yeah, no, that's
or ethics or
people.
anything else.
Usage and pronunciations, punctuation, all that. It's for the little people. There was something funny. Another funny pigs her G. Oh Lord, have mercy. Savage says she was in the wrong chat.
Hey,
oh my God. Y'all, I forgot to well,
what happened?
This is at least an hour past the time I should have made this announcement. Well, I have the 2 channels and they stream at the same time, and we see the chats from both.
Hey, Rocco.
But if you're in one chat and you're hearing us say something to someone you don't see, go into the other channel. You're either in Crimes and Fashion or Fashionista Stones and Fruit Loops. I usually make an announcement at the beginning. Well, we see all of this as one chat, but the people in each individual chat, they only see that one. So if somebody hears us saying, "Oh, hey, Savage," and they're in their
they don't see them. I gotcha.
Yeah, so I usually make that announcement in the beginning of the program. But my God, I was under pressure. I had a celebrity coming on.
Shut up.
Yeah, let's.
Hardly.
Sorry, I'm drinking one of those fizzy flavored water deals, and it just made a very loud, unfortunate pop. Okay, all right. So should we try and get back to
yeah, let's move forward.
Okay, moving on. Hold on a minute. As soon as I get a little bit of my water in this thing. Okay. I mean, hell.
What does she think good standing means? She says, I will be a monetized channel in good standing. Is there a medal? Is there... How do we know this? She's just a chick with a YouTube channel.
I saw that. You're worrying. He was worrying me up. Savage introduced me to a person from a little further down YouTube than we are. Hard as that is to believe.
Further down.
I have not been the same since
Boyd.
I guess that's where Richard would be.
I'm an honorary member of Boyd.
Oh well. Oh, but I don't
I'm
want
also a
blast. Meaning I don't want him stalking me. So.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't
stalking me.
go there, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting characters. Oh my God.
My goodness, I was highly entertained. I can tell you that. It was probably though because Pirate was doing a parody.
Pirate parodies are the best.
Oh
and
my
Shannon.
God, I watched it 8 times in 2 days, and I laughed harder every single time.
Yeah, if I had the money to put them on, buy them a studio and get them all the props they needed, and they're awesome.
You were going to say you would play the part of Betty. I was getting ready to say,
I could.
I'll do anything, but no, I'm calling not Betty. Nope.
I know Pirate I think she has done Betty. I'm not sure,
I
but I begged her to do
her
Betty.
or Shannon. Do you remember the time they did the
Shannon does a great Molly.
Savage was the binder, and then we had
Yes, yes, yeah. Their parodies are the best. I think I might have clipped that. I'm not sure. The
Val
bush.
in the hair. Yeah, somebody had all the like yarn.
That was the bush. That was about. I think Diamond Cutter. Somebody can correct me, but I think that was what that parody was about.
Oh, you mean it wasn't like the burning bush and
No,
okay.
no, you don't. You probably don't know the story of Diamond Cutter. It's a long.
I've
Yeah,
heard
they're great.
pieces of stories here and there. Someday I'm gonna get all the pieces put together. Okay, are you ready? Buckle up. Keep your hands and feet inside the ride until we exit through the gift shop.
With YouTube, when I exit, it's not going to be because I was pushed out. It's not going to be because I was intimidated out. It's just because if you think you are going to control me, steal my content, make money off me, I will pull that money from you.
Okay.
You know why? Because I have a name and I have the clout. You do not.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All righty then.
She must have a different definition of
Look
clout.
at that. Like, what is in your head? Who are you? Again,
Cotton.
she
Dryer.
says it like it's true. It's amazing.
If I heard her say, I don't think it was in this stream, but she said she was, on one of her, well, I guess it goes without saying it was a rant. And she kept saying, I'm renting space in your head. And I was like, bitch, you could not afford the rent in my head. It is not a neighborhood you've never
Yeah.
it. You're not even allowed to wave at it when you go by. Oh,
yeah. She does take up quite a bit of space on a daily basis if you're, clipping her or whatever. But
oh yes,
she's saying it's for a different reason. Like she thinks Burnt Toast hates her. She thinks Burnt Toast hates her and wants her to vanish from the face of the earth.
I think
and
she's jealous of
it's
her.
not. I think she wants her to take down the. Well, Burnt Toast did a very comprehensive look at her record, and my dog's snoring. In case that's what you hear.
Did you see Dis.I.M's comment?
No, I can't go. I'm going back and forth. Let me see. Sheila, could you keep it down, please? Thank you. Thanks. Okay, read it.
Says she looks like John Wayne Gacy. He's really not that wrong. I'm getting a little bit of like, I think it's because I'm not used to seeing this wave, this thing right here, like that she's got.
Well, yeah, it's not Dog the Bounty Hunter today.
It's not dryer lint yet because she hasn't stepped. How do you live in Florida? Okay, which is, this is like living in a sauna pretty much year round. How do you live here and not know that the atmospheric pressure causes your hair to become dryer lint? That's what her hair looks like to me. It's the shit you take out of the dryer lint.
Oh my God.
A little frizzies, it goes a long way.
Yeah, but she doesn't. She sees it in a different.
Like what? Well, how does she see it?
She has said before, this is the color she likes. Okay. It's her hair. And people tell her it looks good, and they probably do.
Oh, no.
Well, okay.
No person that's ever told her.
Yeah, I think the people in her life appease her, because if they didn't, their life's probably hell. So people are probably always saying, "Oh, you look great."
Appeasing. That is.
Yeah, they just want her to go home. Yeah, I don't know. Her hair has gotten worse, like in the last year.
It has. It's gotten worse in the last couple of weeks.
But this is brushed. This is styled. Okay. She got out of bed and actually, but if you look at her right here and you don't know her personality, she looks like a nice person. I mean, she doesn't look like Betty. So,
what
I mean,
I
it's her
what I see.
actions.
I think when I look at this, that the only thing this picture is missing is a very somewhat large prison tattoo of a rose over her left.
I'm not
or
talking
right
about
side.
that. No, I'm just looking at her face. I'm just saying her face. I'm not, it's not like Miss Fashion
Trying to
used
make
to.
you the mean one. That's okay.
Huh? No, I'm not saying you're mean. I'm saying I'm not. That's not what I'm just saying she has a smile. She looks, if you didn't know her, it's hard, but you could squeeze out. She, like a bad person. I might
Um,
say hi to her in the grocery store instead of punch her in the face. But my point is, that's what makes her so
I would
freaking
say hello to her at
ugly.
2 a.m. in the 7-Eleven because I'm worried that if I don't, I might get shot.
Because you know her, that's why. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying it's too bad that she won't take criticism and she does it. I mean, not about her hair, but just look professional.
I've known lots of people in life that aren't exactly, got it all going on the exterior, but they're very nice people. So you kind of overlook it unless it's particularly a great
Right. But when you're a monster inside,
yeah,
you're going to be a monster outside, no matter what you do. She's just, I don't know. Anyway,
okay.
don't know how we got on that.
Let's see. We are 1 minute and 15 seconds, which is translated to 1 hour and 12 seconds.
I know.
But we've got 4 more hours to go. Okay.
I'm probably not going to put out my video that I was going to put out, but
this is your video.
No, I'm saying the one that about pausing and
Oh yeah, that one will be we have 5 something. All right, here we go. You tell me when to stop it.
Why don't we? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
What? Stop or go?
Go ahead. Go.
You're just another name in the long line of numbers behind me. You're below me.
Oh my God.
And I bet you it kills them for them to hear that.
Look at her. Just her expression. Hey, this woman has 9.5 million. She's true crime. Okay.
And much better hair. She is? Oh, I was wondering who that
43 million views.
Wow.
Yeah. 5.5 million true crime. It's actually a good channel.
Soon, your content is about to come to a screeching halt because all the creators have left.
Okay.
And we all know you can't come up with content. We all know that you have no creativity.
Who are you talking to?
Use every penny you got to huff and puff on your drugs and not do a damn thing for a victim or anybody else. You don't even do a damn thing for yourself. You guys look like pigs, sloths, and everything else. You're doing for yourself. Look at
I swear this will be quick. I did see her in front of the police station in between her breaking news rollout.
Rant.
Sucking on she had one of those, I shouldn't say that. I didn't see her hit it, but she had one of those vape things. So she's talking as she's giving a press conference. I don't think Ashley Banfield sit at the desk and
no.
When they show their faces, you're talking about women that are sitting around unshowered, unbathed. They didn't even wash their underneath, their undercarriage. Can you imagine the stench on that area?
What in the actual?
She says all that, and she did an entire video looking like this. She sat up in bed after a long night of drinking, and here she is. And she says all that about other people. Okay.
Have you, as a woman, ever in your life uttered those words about another woman?
I've never called it an undercarriage at all, ever.
No, I have
Nor,
not either. And I have
uh,
also never opined on uh, what another woman's lady parts might, what kind of perfume they may or may not wear. I mean, that right there, that's an 8th grade to 10th grade boy speaking.
but how could she say all that when this picture, when she, how would you say that about someone else?
She looks
That
straight
you
up
don't bathe. She looks like she doesn't care. You know, I'm gonna have followers and they're gonna believe this true crime story I'm reporting. It amazes me that she would ever say what she just said and looks like this. Not looks like.
I mean, this is the same woman
No care whatsoever.
on the Glarers. I heard, I think it was Saturday before Easter. He was reviewing her rant where she was on a tear about old, oh, how you can get your meat half price because it's old.
Oh, I know.
But during that thing, she was on this rant about, apparently, Betty, I mean, despite what it all looks like, inside is a temple that she only, apparently, she is
Really?
very strict against chemicals. She's organic, but she puts the equivalent of, obviously, muriatic acid on her head to do her highlights. I mean, how do you,
Hair follicles. Eating
how do
that stuff up.
like, how are you ranting about eating clean and you're so anti-chemical?
Where did that even come from? Like,
I don't know,
how does
because
that?
she truly went from talking about this Trent Camp. Is that how you say his
Right.
name?
I have no idea.
She went from that to 10 minutes later because, I mean, if I was a bitch, which I am, I would say that Betty clearly is the one who, once she's got her little talking points, because she wasn't, if she was there in Georgia, she had just gotten there. So she didn't have, well, clearly she didn't have anything planned, and she's not good on the fly, because we went from talking about, Miss Victim Advocate, yes, advocate, to McDonald's can store their meat for, I think she said 100 years. And then my body is a temple kind of thing. So that to me sounds like someone who has no content once her talking point is done.
Well, and she reads things differently. Now she's claiming, I don't know if Burnt Toast caught this. Now she's claiming she has dyslexia. So that's why she gets things wrong sometimes, because in addition to being deaf and
She's deaf.
I don't know what else, in one ear, yeah. That's why she didn't hear White Power in that little My Pillow commercial. Yeah.
Well, he was practically had his chin on her shoulder. Maybe it wasn't her good ear. I don't know. But I mean, I don't.
Yeah. So now she's got a reason.
So exactly. Yes. Exactly.
I know, Burnt Toast. I just wondered if you saw it, but yeah. She was explaining. No, she was explaining something, and she goes, "Well, I'm dyslexic." So her husband was dyslexic, supposedly.
I'd say he had a variety of things afflicting him to end up married to her.
I don't understand how she got on the meat. They were.
I don't know. I mean,
okay. Somebody said that she keeps her meat out and lets it sit out for hours.
I know, and I'm like, oh God, yes. Oh,
and it's old meat to begin with.
Do your magic. Eat a little bit of E. coli with a side of sour vanilla. Yeah.
Some people have garbage stomachs. They can eat anything.
Oh, no. Her body's a temple. I'm sure that.
Oh, her body. That's right. Her body's a temple. And she vapes.
Anti-chemical, okay. Oh,
yeah.
Yes, that's right. She does vape.
Yeah, she vapes. So. Just saying.
Maybe that's the devil's lettuce because that's organic, right?
And she drinks all the time. So, you know, her liver.
Organic grapes, I'm sure.
Yeah, wine. I think she likes Captain Morgan. That's her favorite. That means I know way too much.
Yeah, I know. I've run the SS Patron aground once or twice. Oh, woo! There's no hangover. Like that was back in the old days. Yep.
Hey, Great Light.
SS
I
Patron.
think she said that's how.
Run ashore.
Oh, you're right. That Great Light says, and it jumped. I think she said that's how she got Marion County mixed up with Miami. Yeah, something like that because of dyslexia. Yeah.
And you know what? Something like that I could absolutely understand. And I would never ever make fun of her or anyone else for that.
For dyslexia?
Yeah. For
but she doesn't have dyslexia.
Yeah, I don't believe she does. Oh, wait. I see a brain tumor somewhere. Oh, that's Molly.
Oh, I think Molly's brain tumor came back. But Betty conveniently has a story
pattern here. Are you?
For everything. So, you what?
I said, I'm seeing a pattern here. Are you?
Yeah. Yeah, she's got, she always has a story. So, you know, just another one, just like her professional life. She has a new one, a new story, a new profession every other week.
Oh, boy.
But she came on to YouTube. Just like, boom, I'm here. I'm going to, what?
Have you ever wondered about that? Because I have. Why did she leave TikTok? Because it seems to me.
Because I'll tell you, Molly told them they could make more money on YouTube. They had a conversation. I think it was on Molly's show. And she was telling, oh my God, Olivia how to do it. And yeah, you can make more money. And, you know, that's what happened. I think they're doing their reality show, you know, and that was Molly's idea to put it together. And so they just all jumped on, all of them. Well, Jonathan's been here since like 2009.
They all seem to need this like oxygen. I mean, my theory on this, in my non-doctor, non-professional opinion, is at least twofold. I think you've got a bunch of people who, well, in her case, when you boil this all down to just straight logic, okay, she has quite the resume, and I don't mean her CV. I mean her criminal and or civil docket history. Where could she possibly get a job?
No, she couldn't.
Nowhere. So, and
I mean, she could, but it would be behind the scenes or stocking groceries.
Yes. So I think there's that for sure. But I think it's also, for a lot of these people, it's more attention than anyone has ever.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In their life. And once they get a taste of that, and then you throw the money in with it,
right?
I think it's just a really bad, heady mix. And you're talking about people who are not exactly,
Well, I'll tell you how it started. Was Jonathan went out there. Jonathan has been trolling for years. He sees the news out there, and he wants to get on the news, and he is successful at doing that. Then Betty came out because they knew each other from going to the school board meetings and running around with Proud Boys with the mask mandate, going against that. Anyway, so they meet up out there. I think Betty knew Olivia from the real estate because they both have real estate license. And so I think that's how they knew each other. And then who knew Molly I'm not sure how Molly is connected, like in the beginning, but Molly shows up, and Molly's all about the reality show, and so is Olivia. It's the only reason Olivia was out there because she was filming. Well, Betty saw Jonathan getting on the news. She wanted to be part of it. So that's how it kind of started. And then they came to YouTube, and all of that, Tennessee, all of it was making a reality show. And then we saw that when Mallory posted the video.
That
So there's no big mystery how it started.
The craziest thing. I mean, what kind of show were they thinking they were going to? I mean,
well, a true crime show. Then they go to Moab to solve the Crystal Turner and can't remember the other girl's name. And they were given money for that. Like they had a backer that paid for all of that. So I think he was probably thinking they would get a reality show, but then I don't remember which one was next. But if you watch them,
this is how like so totally different than that I think when that was all going on, the Brian Laundrie. I have a family member that lived in Jackson Hole, Wyoming for years and is friends with that restaurant they ate in, where they were, Brian and Gabby were.
Right. And the McDonald's.
And he was friends with Brent Blue.
No, that's a different one.
Yeah, and it never even occurred to me to like say, hey, I'd really like to talk to him for my YouTube. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that way. Just guess.
Wait. What are you talking? You're saying what was different?
Well, do you think that if they had known, it never occurred to me to pick the phone up and say, hey, do you think you could call your friend? And as soon as he's able to speak by law enforcement, could I interview him on my YouTube channel? Like it never even occurred to me. But if I mean, they want to talk to, you get what I'm saying? If they had that opportunity, oh my God, can you imagine? There's a lot of this it's hard for me to relate to because I don't know. I'm just not like.
No, when they went to Moab, all of this, I'm telling you, once they got together and the laundry case, it all started forming that they're going to do a reality show. And each one of them, especially Betty, she started believing she's this person like Dog the Bounty Hunter. You know what I mean? And so then they went to Moab. Well, the restaurant I thought you were talking about was a different case, but
the one Brian and Gabby ate out, I think it was
right. The pig, the something little pig, or
dancing pigs or something like that.
Yeah. But all of it is they're not thinking about the people they're affecting or the case. They're just wanting a big moment, like going into the DA's office. She actually had a hidden camera videoing, talking to the DA in that case. Yeah.
Why did they even speak to her? That's
because they were making so much noise with the bullhorn, and I don't think they said anything to her, but then they went in and talked to, was it the DA, and gave them a name. Well, they gave them several names.
Oh, this is what Betty means when she says, we solved that case.
Right. That's how she solved it. Like, they didn't look at the guy that was homeless that ran off the day they went missing. No, they probably didn't look at him. Yeah. So anyway, that's my opinion, just from watching so much of it. And then Mallory coming out with, this is the reality show, and Betty with her hair. I mean, but if I thought I was making a reality show, I would never look like this on video.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think of Like, what would it be? You've got the Housewives franchise, and none of them are Housewives material
No,
for multiple reasons.
Molly wanted to be, but didn't pan out.
Oh God, yeah, it's that.
Which is not. She doesn't have enough money to do it to be
When
one
I
of the
saw
housewives.
that, whatever that thing was, that pilot test. Oh God,
What?
there, where Betty had the extensions in.
Oh well. Oh yeah.
Oh my! I told her. I said, Molly Golightly hates you, and I mean that. What woman would let another woman who supposedly is your friend, although Betty might have thought they were friends. I don't believe for 1 minute Molly has any friends. I think she makes associations or collabs that become, a symbiotic relationship for a short period of time.
Well, but if Molly did say something to her and Betty liked the extensions, she would just tell her, "No, I like them." She wouldn't listen to her. So maybe she has some kind of dyslexia that affects color.
And vision.
Well, like she sees something we don't see,
Okay.
I don't know, but that was freaking hilarious.
Betty just doesn't strike me as that girl that's going to say, "Oh, I'm going to need the glam squad." And
No, and she won't say to it.
Extensions that don't
She will
matter.
not say, "How does this look?" Because it doesn't matter what you think. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it almost seemed like
she likes her boots, and that's it. Don't get on me for wearing boots in June.
I don't know. Honest to God, I don't know how she does that because it is so hot here. I can't even look at boots. Oh God, it's
Yeah, I don't know.
sweat thinking about it. Yep, her Motley Crue dirt rocker.
Had that for 2 years. She wears it all the time. That picture. Okay.
Oh, I know.
I'm not leaving. These animals didn't even give me. That's an embarrassment. You literally have 1,000 people going on YouTube saying what a horrible channel I am, and YouTube no longer believes them. Like they won't even give them any time of day or night. They just do not believe them. They see all the strikes that they've levied on this channel for the 1.5 years, and they know it's a joke. They don't even ding my channel. Like I don't even get.
Betty, you are the
Girlfriend.
on YouTube. Oh, what happened? Oh,
Because she said she was never dinged, but she was. I showed one of them.
that's right.
Oh, she says that.
That's an embarrassment for the hate teams, right? That's an embarrassment. You're not even getting me, personally, not getting me knocked off here. You're not stopping me from working. You're not stopping me from protesting. You're not injuring me other than financial and harassment. You're not injuring me. I'm able to still create. The only thing you're doing is sullying my reputation and my brand. That's all you're doing.
Girlfriend.
But that does come with a consequence to it too. And at least one person out here on these streets is learning of that today.
Okay.
Starts with one yesterday.
Somebody got a letter.
Today, and then there's going to be more tomorrow.
What did you want me to
and
take a note?
This is her kick. That's how many views she got on that video. I think it might have been the first one she did. 0.
Did you hear today? I heard several people saying that Molly thought she made $614 or $640, and it really was $6.40.
Yeah, that was like not even believable. And Betty jumped right over there,
By all means, my God, I hope she goes over there and loves it so much.
If you could make that kind of money, everybody would be over there. I don't even get that. Like, how did she? People said she showed her receipt. No.
I just. Wow. You know what?
I know that.
I heard the explanation. Just that. No, what she thought was $6.50 or $6.40 was $6, and.
Does somebody know how she, Betty?
I've never looked at that site. I mean, I have no interest. So I
Oh,
know.
I went over. I had to see what Molly, her new, how
Is it
she's going to do this.
YouTube?
What?
Is it going to be the next YouTube?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, but I mean, people do this all the time.
Leave
Just
here.
like Rumble was going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
Not.
Nope. Isn't that mainly like political stuff?
Yeah,
Now-
it's very conservative,
Well,
which is fine. I mean,
there's another option for bets.
yes. See, that's where I think she should go, and she should do the political thing, like, and
I
go
would
and
agree. Politics is a filthy business, and they need all kinds of people in politics. What is she? Oh,
well,
she's front row Joe.
she's the front row Joe, and there's really no harm she can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably not.
She can. No, I mean well, I mean, she did say that guy.
She
What did she
definitely
say? Assaulted her.
the menial work in politics because
Oh, she at one time she said she was going to run for office. What is that woman's name? Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yes. Oh
But
God.
she could be Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean,
Well, at least Marjorie Taylor Greene has a real
dresses.
education, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
she wears decent.
Ooh, that's a well, girls gotta have.
And I would rather cover that. I'd rather cover something funny because to me, it would be hilarious to see her try to run for office, Watch her campaign speeches. But it's not funny to me here. All of them have a place.
Oh God. She'd just play her whole YouTube channel on a loop.
And what happened to the children? She was saving the children 2 weeks ago. Where are the children, Betty?
Isn't it ironic that well, I think I told her that she wouldn't be allowed to foster a dog. Never mind. See, it's the logic part of it that pisses me off that more people do not say, which is why I'm always screaming. Why are you not, for someone, it's all about the kids. So, okay, why are you not a foster parent? Why are you not a guardian ad litem? Why are you not an adoptive parent? Why aren't you emergency placement for a child? Why don't you open a daycare? And on it goes. And the answer is because she can't. Her record precludes her from doing so.
Well, it's also like she's a reporter and she skipped the whole school thing. She's not going to do the menial. She's going to go to Congress and pass the bill. Yeah. She doesn't like all the busy work.
Yeah, that's for the little people.
Yeah. She just.
Oh, Betty.
Being something.
We're getting there. We're almost through it. Oh.
I know.
Because I'm telling you,
dog.
If my stepkids or grandkids had cops at my house 11 times in 8 months, no, you're not allowed to have friends over here. It's going to be 3 months.
And she said no more.
3 months groundation. We also have another case here that leaves a stain on this community.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was just saying. Yeah, this one you kind of have to play it through, like from here to the end.
Okay. No talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
And that's Ahmed.
Sheila.
Aubrey or Audrey? Aubrey.
Didn't even know his name.
Where he was killed.
Sheila.
It was a hate crime. And the county the city police didn't want to make an arrest because they were white guys. That's a shame. In 2023, this didn't happen in 2023, this just happened a few short years ago. But we're well past that era of our country, or at least we should be. And so they had to force law enforcement to actually get off their duff and arrest those men that killed their family member. By the way, the family member was black. The assailants were white. The details of that case were atrocious. And they knew who had done it and didn't do anything about it. Clearly, they have some problems right here in Glenn County when they allow murderers of an innocent black man to go free, and they were only forced when there was a video that surfaced about their incompetence or unwilling to arrest the white guys that gunned down an innocent black man.
Now, pause it. Can you read it? I can't read it.
Well, my goodness.
Can you read that?
Yeah. The text above his head says, I'm starting a Gregory and Travis McMichael Defense Fund. They are innocent. They were set up, framed. We're going to help these two patriots. President Trump is going to pardon them. And then his disgusting waste of skin ass is holding his little sign. Gregory and Travis McMichael are innocent. It's like some kind of demented Where's Waldo picture. God, he's so disgusting.
But that is her
her BFF. Yeah.
Go-to, and he's on this team. I thought it was just, and that's an old picture of him. That's probably 2000, when was that case? 2016, 17?
If that post has a date on it. No, I don't see the date. I remember watching that, and it was.
I know, Betty. I know, Burnt Toast. His hat. We didn't even say anything about his hat.
Oh shit! What does this hat? Let me see.
I think it says "Make White."
Oh my God, he is such a wretched piece of shit.
And the thing is, this is his current. I think, what does it say? Jonathan Rich's. Yeah, that's his current Facebook.
Jonathan Rich's Justice for Gregory and Travis McMichael.
Yeah, is that the name of the page, or is that who he's?
Yeah, no, that's what it says up at the top of the.
Right, but that's who he's sending this to, right? Jonathan Rich's is sending it. But what he's doing there, God, I can't read it. Justice for Gregory. That's also his Facebook. This is what he does: is he makes a lot of pages, and he becomes a moderator, and it's insane. But how could you put your face on this?
He is an absolute disgusting piece of shit.
Even if you're trolling.
He's vile. Who does this? It's never funny. It's just.
No, it's dangerous, and I'll tell you why. Because he has no feeling about what other people will think of this.
Yeah, clearly he doesn't.
Or who might catch him outside and beat the hell out of him for this. He doesn't care. Oh,
well, maybe he just hasn't gotten, a good enough beat down.
I don't know how he gets by with it. I don't. I'm not saying he should be beat up, but people. No,
I'm certainly not advocating for it, but if it happened, I could not care less.
Yeah.
Really,
look at his face.
A horrible person. He really is.
His face is just scary.
That truly should terrify everyone, because anybody who would do something like that, all in the name of "look at me."
Oh, he did this for several people. Luke and McNaughta, yeah.
Oh God Almighty! I mean, I get it. I understand what he's doing, because he is so twisted inside that he wants attention in any way possible. And what other reason would anyone pay attention to him? I mean, he can wear my jeans, I think. He sprays his eyebrows on with a can of Krylon and a homemade stencil from one of Betty's, protest posters.
But there's so much just in this one, like there's so much. For one, Arbery was killed because the guy was, they're saying it was racism. I'm sure and they were found guilty.
Yeah.
But they have a family. That guy has a family. And he's named a Facebook page for the people that killed their son. Okay, that's just one thing. Then he throws in President Trump is going to pardon. So then he has other racists that think that's cool. That's a reason to vote for him, you know?
And you've got people on here that are following this piece of shit. It's like, why? Why is anybody? Oh,
I don't know, but I would never. I don't know.
No,
And he's still on here, and now he's legitimate, right? People saying give him another chance. Okay.
Fuck him another chance. He's a horrible person. I cannot see any redeeming value in him at all.
Oh no, has issues. And one of them is he doesn't care how any of this affects anyone.
Know what that's called.
A psychopath.
Yeah, it ends in IST, and or PATH. There's.
Oh yeah, sociopath.
It's just it is mind.
Hey, there's no room in true crime for it.
It makes me more angry at the idiots who follow him than it does
but they don't,
at him.
Right, but he's a new person now.
No, he's not.
They don't see this. No, I know he's not, but I'm saying this I do get blowback on. I'm about to lose my voice completely. I do get blowback because they say,
sorry, I'm not.
he's done his time and you can't make people pay forever.
No,
blah, 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 blah.
but
he's a chameleon. He's going to do what he needs to do to be. He's just, I don't see how I'm with you. I don't get it.
Yeah. And anytime I've ever spoken on him, I've told him.
Oh, I don't care about the blowback. They can kiss my ass, but I'm just saying that they're saying that he's changed and give him a chance. Nope.
I mean, that was only. It's not. I don't think it's been more than 2 years. Well, hell, I'll look on my phone.
I don't remember when that was, but he does it all the time with that.
Right. She said that the second his probation is over, he'll go wild again, and we can only hope that everything they say about the recidivism rate is true, and that he goes right on back to where he came from. Let's see what.
Well, and it's possible he'll do it before. I mean, by all rights, his probation officer should have already taken his phone and looked at it.
I agree.
You know, but he's not doing anything. So, it's just a matter of Jonathan's going to have to do something big. Meanwhile, he's doing it just up to the line.
That case.
218, I don't know.
He was killed February 23rd of 2020. And,
oh, really?
Yep. And in 2020.
Doesn't seem like it was that. Wow.
2022 is when they were convicted. Let me just make sure.
Wow. Seems longer ago than that.
See, I remember watching it, and I knew it couldn't have been too far back. Oh, that case was so awful. Though that was really a terrible case, and anybody who listened to it, they absolutely were convicted of what they should have been convicted of. They hunted that man down like a dog, and I just. Oh, there they are. There's the fine citizens that he's advocating for right there.
Yeah, I just think you're putting these groups on Facebook and doing this.
And 2020
It should,
not that long ago.
yeah, this should be allowed.
No, I agree. I mean, I
And it's still up.
a freedom of speech issue, but I don't know. That's a slippery.
There's freedom of speech, and then there's victims should not have this done to them on social media, but you know.
Can you imagine? That's what makes me crazy, honestly. That, you know, I bust on Betty and all of these idiots for their the myriad of issues that they have. But truly, all of that comes from I mean, to me, you don't have to be a parent to, I mean, there's something wrong with you if you do not feel for these people, if you cannot put yourself in their place. These people have suffered, even if it's not a child, but usually it is.
They don't look at it like that. It's a reality show in their head.
Oh my God.
These people just need to go along because I need to be famous.
Can you imagine having Betty and company out acting the damn fool and knowing that they don't know you? It's whatever very unfortunate person that finds themselves in that place where they have lost someone, and these ass clowns.
Oh, it's all over. Yeah.
That they care more than the family does. And the family says, please, I don't want any of this. I mean, I was very happy to see that. Did you see Savage's post or community post from
which one?
The one telling Betty that they knew she was coming to Georgia.
Oh.
I was very happy to see that. And I said earlier today, or no, I'm sorry, it was yesterday. I said, all joking aside, I had every intention when I found out she was going there of doing like a PSA video. And anybody who knows me knows I suck at putting tags in. I usually only at Betty, but I don't do what she does. I don't put all kinds of tags in videos. But if I had to, I was going to come in here and be what Betty pretends to be. Like, this is a public service announcement to the county of, and I swear to you, I was going to find out who their, whatever law enforcement is handling this, their, you know, public relations person or whatever they call it, and make sure that they knew who she was, what was that sheriff's name?
I think
in Quentin's case.
Hayden? No, Hadley.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure they probably have already talked on the phone, but I
Voices
do that.
Voices sends out a binder to all of these people.
Mm.
The one you were asking me about earlier, that was Voices.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she has a whole binder that she sends to the.
Ooh,
that's why she hates her. Yeah, that's why Betty hates her.
Oh, I didn't know Betty had a personal beef with. Well, I mean, Betty hates everybody, so I didn't.
Well, if you talk about her, yeah, but yeah, and she says that she does it on Queen Bee's channel, and so that's probably why Betty started her binder.
Her binder that has
nothing.
In it.
Yeah,
that was so funny.
Yeah, with all the index pages at the front.
Mike Stevens, we are not doing this tonight, okay? This ain't the Betty show. Mike, you know Mike's a big fan of Betty. And well, Mike's chat says Leilani and that family deserved what they got. They killed that child. Well, I would agree that is probably what
Who was even talking about them?
Yeah, I know. But it's rinse, repeat. She does it with every case. Betty knows jack shit about anything. And we have a U.S. Constitution that we live under. We do not have a Bullhorn Betty Constitution. And it's funny because these people, they don't want to live by their own tragedy pimp justice system. You know, when the unfortunate rumors came out about Dolly and, you know, whatever that Molly's, what's that girl's name that's her buddy now?
Gina.
Yes. People were saying, well, I'm going to need to see proof before I believe that. And I said, no, fuck that. We don't need proof. Why? They didn't
Proof
need
of what?
proof. They didn't need proof of, they didn't even need an arrest. They just had the out and said, oh, well, she's guilty. The whole family's guilty. And maybe they are, but that's
but
not
the neighbors aren't guilty of anything. The woman that was on hospice wasn't guilty. The little boy that had autism that was in the trailer, like I think one house over, he didn't do anything to anybody. They're out there screaming, playing baby. Collateral damage, exactly. So Mike Stevens, did they get what they deserve? They did nothing but go out there and yell. She was already a suspect. You don't turn in.
Hadley was negligent and a disgrace. Well, I don't know how.
No, he wasn't. Who said that?
Because Betty says so. Betty doesn't know jack shit. Okay?
Oh, Mike Stevens throws shit out there.
I know. And I let him get
Hadley,
away with it time. But
Hadley was negligent and a disgrace. Well, Mike, if you follow true crime, you would know that was record time to arrest someone for murder. But you don't arrest them until you have as solid of a case as you can get. And they had not even found Quentin yet.
Yeah.
So if they had taken it,
kicks in, you know?
What? I'm sorry.
Well, speedy trial kicks in. So the minute you arrest someone, and a smart defense attorney, if there was a rush to charge an arrest before they have what they need, then the smart defense attorney says, oh, well, nope, we're not waiving speedy trial. You've got, and off the top of my head, I don't know, I don't remember how long it is, but tick tock, one bite at the apple. And if they don't have all the evidence they need, I mean, honestly, it is so.
They can't charge her again. It's over.
It is so childish to stamp your foot up and down. You don't know jack shit about anything. She knows nothing more than the rest of us know from the pressers and the news. Yet she thinks that she's a little child who's going to stamp her foot and say, oh, it's taken too long. This baby deserves justice. She doesn't give a shit about that baby or anybody else she talks about. It's just a way to enrich herself.
A reality show. It's a reality. That's all they're doing. You can see it when she's up there making her speeches. They do certain things too that will look good, that will translate over into what Olivia's doing. That's all they care about. Hadley deserves a medal for what he did.
I agree. And
yeah, I would like to know why he thinks he was negligent.
Her day's coming. This, you know, my husband always tells me when I say, my God, we are doomed. I mean, society, my God, we are walking amongst a bunch of real idiots. Not everybody, but it's like we're living in the movie Idiocracy. And my husband always says,
Mike is a perfect example of what we're talking about. Except I think he's more interested in Betty's undercarriage than anything else.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
I've always let him come in the chat and
I don't like Mike.
Stir it all up, but tonight is not the night for it. And, you know,
no, it's not.
It's every other chat, so we don't need
I mean, he's entitled to say whatever, but when you say
all the time, you know I do.
When you what? I'm sorry, honey.
I let him go on and on and on.
Oh, I know.
I
know.
Betty would let him. I always ask him, does Betty know about you and me, Mike? I don't think she would.
I don't think she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I see him in both, but I don't know. It just irritates me.
And I don't care who goes anywhere. I would never, ever tell someone, well, if you go to so-and-so's chat, don't come to mine. I'm not 12. Like, I just would never do that. That's
Yeah.
but
My mom would say a child killer should put down. And nobody's saying, Mike, nobody's saying Leilani should not have been arrested. But what was going on out there had nothing to do. They didn't change anything either way with that case.
I mean, the thing is, if that's the justice system that you want for everyone else, well, you've got to go by that too then. So when it's your turn and they come for you, when it's just going to be based on some insane looking idiotic bitch screaming on YouTube that says, oh, guilty. Something tells me that no, that's when that will not be acceptable. It's always good when it's somebody else, but not for them. I mean, do you think Betty truthfully would want to live under her own? It's like she thinks that she's
Oh no, Betty is above all of that.
thing.
No. She's gotten by with so much in her life, in her criminal life, that it's amazing too.
I know, I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't. I always said Ernie Shell, that I thought Ernie Shell should have been a televangelist, because whether you believed the things he said or not, he was
Charisma.
Yes, and he could be very persuasive, and he knew women were his. That was the heat.
Oh yeah.
And so I can see it with Ernie had certain, things that were interesting about.
Yeah, I watched him.
I'm the same way, not
Vinny Keys. Oh, not. I don't know.
In a different way, not like Ernie, but
they do to a certain extent. You can watch. I'll be watching Ernie, which is very seldom, and I'm thinking,
especially now.
Okay, what's wrong with him? Like, I'm trying to figure out what. And then he says some absolute crazy shit, and you go, oh, okay, he's nuts. But you're right. I mean,
Betty doesn't have any.
Without the crazy shit, he would be,
I'm telling you, I told him all the time, and if you had done things differently, he could have. I absolutely, without a doubt, I think he could have been like a Joel Osteen.
No, I don't know if I'd go that far.
Oh, I think he could. I think he definitely has the gift of gab.
But without the crazy, right? Without all that.
Yes. I mean, yeah, no. Just the gift of gab. It wasn't even what he said. It was also, his speaking voice. He's got that nice.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. And Biddy, you're
there.
Yeah,
he gets in his own way.
He's been around a long time, hasn't he? I don't know much about him.
But people like Betty and these other dirtbags, I don't get it. I do not see the draw at all.
Drama. It's the drama.
There's people that look put together that do drama. What I mean.
How can you look put together and do drama?
Well, there are people who look way better than her doing drama.
Oh, you're talking about Betty.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would be, okay, again, all of this would be fine, but not when you're dealing with families. That's my problem.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't give two shits. Yeah, I wouldn't give two shits about Betty if she were doing it somewhere else, And like right now, I mean, I would find Molly entertaining if she's going to turn over a new leaf and not do true crime. Because Betty's always saying, go ahead, sweetie.
Oh no, I'm trying to adjust this light. Oh my God, my eye feels like I got punched.
virtual punch.
Yeah, right. I agree. It's okay. Stella Bella would like me to take JLR off the screen.
Oh, okay. Is there anything left? I think that was it.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah. So sum it up. Betty's leaving. Betty's leaving YouTube. We're all gonna go broke, and
I think we should
over.
watch one more short clip of yours.
Okay.
Okay. I just happen to have it up there. Hold on.
I'm gonna look really hypocritical with my video saying I'm talking about pausing too much.
Yeah, but it's yours.
Yeah, we just took 2 hours for 5 minutes.
Well, we knew that was going to happen.
You look so pretty.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I got punched in the face.
No.
You like my outfit?
Oh God, that's loud.
Okay, hold on. I don't have it full screen either. Whoops.
Anybody with earbuds probably just
I'm going to turn it down.
lost their hearing.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my left eye. I feel like it got punched.
Wonder what happened.
I don't know. I think my contacts are probably just.
Maybe you lost one of.
Are you coming to get me?
Well, my favorite little girl coming up.
I know.
I love that.
Swapping guns for roses.
What about the other night when
Resorted to reverie. Campaign is for liberty. Hit her and her
I can't hear you.
We are the dreamers and the party queens. I just wanna be myself.
Stop. Can you pause it for a second?
Follow me and no one else.
Look at her face. How she's smiling and she's imagining. Yeah, she's imagining he's doing some. I don't know. I just think she thinks it's going to be like a portrait.
like a little.
I don't.
You could put in a gold gilt frame and hang it behind
Well,
her.
her title was, "I'm born." Betty gets a character, not caricature, a character drawing. So I don't think she knows what caricature means. And this is where I almost felt sorry for her because I thought she's thinking this is going to be a great picture. She's going to be able to put up on, thumbnail. And go ahead.
Yeah, because apparently she's never met a caricature before.
She didn't know when it. Okay, she said character.
Yeah.
So if you know the difference, yeah.
And I'm going to have to do a little fashion police while we're stuck in a very unfortunate frame. I mean, I hate the boots. That's a given. The wash on the jeans is way too light. The less slim you are on the bottom, the more friendly the dark wash is going to be. And then we have this tissue thin top that is not for Betty.
Well, she needs a good bra. Like she needs to get her, measured and get the good fitting bra. It makes all the difference.
I highly recommend Spanx bras to anyone. That's all I wear now. I swear to you, I probably have 40 Victoria's Secret bras that I have not worn in, oh my God, 8 years probably. Get a Spanx bra. They are well worth the money and you will never go back to, they're so comfortable. There's no hardware, like no rings or.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do
you want?
Okay. You hear my dog snoring?
No.
Oh my God.
No, you're gonna probably hear my cat fighting in a minute. The party at night.
Led by like fascination.
Oh my God.
We are the superhuman, indestructible, wild pop.
Yeah. She didn't show her reaction. And I think that was, I don't
Well,
think she liked it.
You don't think? I don't think she likes
No,
anything.
no.
God,
She probably had a big fight with them, telling them you did
I'm gonna
this wrong. And
this does not look like me.
right, right. She fights about everything. When she
I
took the
know.
trip to, I don't remember where she went, Idaho maybe, she didn't like that Uber driver or whatever. The plane, she had a problem with the airline,
Of
and she
course.
had a problem with where she stayed, and threatened them that she's has a big platform. I'm going to put you on blast. You're going to wish you never.
All
Blah blah
25,000
blah.
of them. It's God Almighty. She is such a malcontent. I. It's just. I don't know. It just seems very exhausting to have to be.
Oh, tedious. It would be exhausting to be her. You would think.
Yes. Yes. Very much. Very much so. But I feel exactly like you do. I mean, I bust on her for all kinds of things, but it truly is. I mean, I think as you get older, unless you're just a shit person, you you just feel for people that go through, oh my God, especially things involving children. I just cannot fathom suffering a loss of a family member and having that bitch out screaming in your front yard. I mean,
I think the worst part was when she said, when she was screaming at Candace, because it's not just Candace. There are people with missing children that come here and they think we're going to help them.
know where you found that video of Betty for the caricature.
It's on her video list. I don't remember the date, but I can send it to you when I get off.
Oh, Rhonda
And it says
Goldberg said
character.
the link is in your description.
Oh, okay. Well, look at me. Hills has the link. Yeah, I actually forgot to put it up when I went to bed. Forgot to schedule it, so I'm surprised I put the link in.
Stella Bella.
It's been a tough couple of days.
80s are not 80 years old. 80s era, not 80 years old. Oh.
And that's the other thing. The way they talk about her and Dolly both, talking about people like older people. Most of their demographics are older people.
Yeah, definitely. There's no young people watching either one of them.
Well, I mean, that's just true crime. TikTok is more the younger crowd. Facebook is just crazy people.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. This is all I have.
Yeah, I don't do Facebook. I have a TikTok, but I haven't figured it out. So
it's funny because I've had several people tell me, "Oh my God, if you get on there, you'll lose." Well, kind of like when Instagram was a thing, I would lose hours.
Oh yeah,
doing shit on Instagram. I bought so much like beauty crap on there.
Yeah, TikTok is definitely a rabbit hole. But it's fun. I mean, I enjoy it. But I don't follow true crime. Do you know what happened to the woman that was accusing the professor of murdering all the college students? God, my voice is just going.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, she sued her, the professor. Maybe somebody in chat knows.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. Is it going on now?
A running bear, exactly. They take advantage. Who is it that?
Yeah, I agree.
Like Tyler Feller. He is so bad.
I've seen him in a clip, and is he still like doing his thing?
I haven't watched him in a long time.
He's like the religious guy, right? He merges true crime.
He does what? Oh yeah.
Any
Well,
religious stuff?
he has a 501,
Yeah,
and
of
it's
course he does.
like some kind of online church. But he was mixing it with
Online
true crime.
sounds funny. That sounds funny too.
Oh, yeah, he stopped doing it because
Oh,
that's not wasn't part of his mission statement. I don't know. My voice is gone.
oh, he has a mission statement. I mean, I could
Well,
take. Hey, Queen Bee, I could take a
oh my God, where's Queen Bee?
stab
Hey,
at
baby.
what's.
And beat him. Didn't see you either.
Oh, hey, B Tam, I didn't see him.
Does anybody, you could
Stella
find
Bella,
if somebody
I'm old too.
oh, Catherine, it's not sore. It's just, I've just been talking.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
You've
not
been,
sore.
you've been quite the panel guest lately.
Well, it's the panels, and then I've had other real life talk,
You have a real
talk.
life outside
Oh,
of.
I do. I try not to let it.
I don't
I
think
try
that's
not to let.
allowed.
Uh,
I said I don't think that's allowed.
well, I try not to let it interrupt my YouTube life. You know,
Oh God,
YouTube.
that's a pesky way of doing that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, I was gonna say, does anybody? Do you want another panel guest? Do you mind? Or
Oh sure, I don't care. I'll put.
Betty said,
Let me see. I can put the link.
lock
in-
picking. You know, she says that shit because she
Do I?
thinks she's supposed to. I don't know. Pretty soon, you're not even going to be able to hear me. Um. One, two, three. I lose my voice when I train people at work every time. Is there anything you do? 1, 2, 3 to help it? I went almost a year with. Yeah. Well, you know, and part of it is me going to the grocery store and yelling at people. So there's
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Oh, there we go.
oh,
There's the link.
Kathy,
Okay.
Kathy, there's a woman that is a tarot card reader on TikTok. I don't remember her name. It was a big deal at the time, and she was saying that a professor at was it I don't know which college that was part of the murder, that she was having a thing with Kaylee, and
Oh,
she
an
set up
Idaho case.
what?
Are you talking about the Idaho case?
Yeah.
See, I haven't followed that very much. I don't
No,
know.
the woman that accused the professor, and the professor turned around and is suing her. I know people have heard of it.
Huh. I
Thank
have
you.
not heard of it.
Washington, yeah.
Oh,
Somebody please help me. Okay, y'all are telling me two different things.
Huh?
They're telling me two different. I want somebody to tell me. Oh wait, what's that?
Rebel
Oh, that's
Rose,
you.
nice to see you, Amy, and you guys.
Is that an actual?
I have been terrible about looking at the chat. So if I missed you when you came in, hello. Thank you for coming in.
Somebody's gonna tell me.
What?
It was a big deal at the time.
I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and talk.
But and she kept talking. I mean, she was absolutely defaming this professor.
Do we know Stella?
And
Do you know
Stella. Yeah, I know. I don't know her. But,
okay.
hey,
Add to stream. Okay, there we go. Hi, Stella.
Hey, ladies.
hey,
Hi.
University.
How are you?
Can you hear me? Good evening.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I love you, girl.
Oh, I love you. I see you all the time. So, are you going to tell me, or tell us about that? She's a tarot card reader, or that's what she said. And she was going after the professor, a female professor, and said she killed or had Kaylee killed. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's weird because I have not heard that at all. Hi,
Okay.
Jim. How you doing?
somebody can.
Why are you with your chickens out there today?
That is correct.
No, Kathy, I don't know I don't know anything about what happened with it. Jonesy knows. Jonesy knows everything.
Fill us in.
Am I just saying it wrong?
Where's
Because
the
it was a big deal.
If Jones
It was
wants
a,
to come up, the link is in the chat. Okay, let's see. LG says Ashley, it looks like Giard was the tarot card reader. Professor is Rebecca Schofield.
yes,
That's funny.
yes,
I haven't heard anything about this.
yes. Rebecca Scoville, right.
I'm going to duck out for 1 second. I will be right back.
Okay. So Stella, what's going on? Are you still here?
I'm still here.
Oh, what's going on with you?
No, I had to go mute. I had to go mute. I'm here.
Okay.
Hear me?
Okay.
I had to mute. She probably agree.
Oh, you're cutting out really bad.
Me?
Yeah, you were cutting out. I heard I had to mute.
I had to mute. Okay. So
So how are you doing? What's going on with you?
oh, that's terrible. So I don't know. Am I supposed to mute?
No, don't mute. You have no reason to mute. She muted herself, I think.
But I'm having double. I'm hearing double.
Oh, do you have YouTube on your phone? Like when you came in, you have to go back and turn YouTube off. When you come into the room, you have to make sure YouTube is off.
Turn YouTube off?
Yeah, when you took the link, you were watching YouTube, right? And it took you to a different window.
Correct.
You have to go back and turn, minimize, and then turn YouTube off.
Is that better?
I'm not hearing an echo, so I don't know.
I don't hear an echo either.
Okay, it's better. I just turned myself
I
off.
wonder if it's because I muted my mic for a minute.
No, she had YouTube on.
Windows open. Let me start by saying I never followed Molly. I never followed any of those people. Heels, I found
Yes,
you
ma'am.
because of Trisha from Web Sleuths.
Right.
And I guess I started to follow you 6 months ago or more.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lisa, I just found you.
Well, welcome.
A couple of months ago.
Oh.
And
there's cat fight going on in my living room. A real cat fight.
How I pronounce burnt toast. So many of you. You are so wonderful. You are so professional.
Awesome.
And you have our eyes wide open.
Good. But you do have to see the other side too.
Just from a distance, though. Just wave as you're driving by very fast in the car.
Yeah, I just don't recommend watching just like if all you watch is us, Betty has a side too.
No, I won't watch her. Why would I want to watch her?
I know. I know. I know.
My eyes bleed and my ears bleed.
I know. I know.
So
you're giving the people all that they need to make an informed decision.
Yeah. Again. Yeah. But sometimes people will say, "Oh, you took that out of context." Most of the clips,
it's taken out of context. I mean,
I think
the
best clips or the best parts of their videos and truly open our eyes.
Well, there's enough in there that, and I always try to put the link, but I mean, like when Molly was showing Mallory's mugshots of when she was male, and I mean, that's not right no matter what was before or after it, So some of the clips.
It's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to dox someone.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to know. I mean, as I should be informed, but that's up to the person to tell me. Whatever Mallory did in her past, that's her past. That's her story.
Yeah.
It should be told by her. It has nothing to do with Molly telling me, because I know it's just a bunch of crap coming out of Molly's mouth.
Well, it shouldn't even be anything that would be considered to come out of her mouth. I mean,
if
I just don't know what context it would make that okay. And it's not just Mallory.
It's not okay. It's never okay. And then when they made that spectacle of themselves in front of Quentin's grandmother's house.
Yeah. I think
was the most disgusting.
It was
the most disgraceful.
And they were out there partying and saying they were having a street party or whatever.
Why didn't they, if they were so concerned, did they not once order any kind of food for the volunteers and the workers?
Oh yeah, no.
To the dump site.
No, people were sending Dolly and Betty food, but I didn't see. They could see them order food for the other ones. There were like eight people out there.
They were eating pizza. They were just scoffing. They were just talking about, oh, just order it and send it. I thought, if this wasn't real, how could this be real?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a reality show.
Sorry, Toast. Oh,
that's okay.
Hey.
I just looked out and thought you were muted. I muted myself to go yell at the dog. I look out and the dog is on the white couch. The dog is never allowed on and knows he's not allowed on there.
Toasty, you're my girl.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I hope you didn't have. I hope you weren't talking a long time before I realized.
No, I wasn't talking at all.
I'm not invading in your space, ladies. I didn't mean to do that.
No, what?
No, you're good.
No, and what you're saying is, that's how you look at it, and we appreciate knowing that, we brought that to you.
You know something interesting that made me, when you were talking about the doxing, I can tell you this. There's a few people on here, Heels being one of them, who I've talked to for a very long time off of YouTube, and no one has ever said to me, I need your last name. I need to know where your family. It's just so gross with this doxing that people do. And it's not that, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you can have that kind of a friendship, I mean, I consider Heels a friend. I've got a couple other friends on here and they don't know my address.
We don't even talk about her.
But it's like, I don't need to know all that about her to.
Lisa,
no. And I don't want to know it. And I don't want to be responsible for it.
I don't ask. It's just not.
It's just not cool.
Yeah, we've talked and it's the same with a couple of other people. I'm not going to name names, but I don't want for your personal life to get out, and then I'm one of the people that know.
Yeah.
All this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see what it matters. I mean, if we were going to.
It doesn't. That's the thing. It doesn't. It only matters to the people who want to use your information for nefarious reasons. That's the only time it matters.
Yeah. I depend on how I feel when, I'm talking to someone.
Burnt Toast knows all about this. I mean.
I've never asked Burnt Toast. And we.
Piece of bread in the world.
Yeah. I wouldn't even.
It's just the heel that nobody wants to eat.
I just say heel. But yeah, think it's ridiculous. I have a right to be anonymous. You know, I've not done anything that you need to know who I am. I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't gone after anyone in real life. And someone said today, well, Jonathan, his personal life is his personal life. Okay, well, except for when he entered the world as a baby, he's put all of his personal life on the internet. You know what I mean?
Once you've done a decade in prison, anonymity is kind of out
No,
there.
he's put everything from when he got out of prison, sitting there reading his medical diagnosis. You know, putting his wife
there so much. Well, I heard Burn Toast saying that the other night. Oh, about the Monday nights stream. And, people, I don't know, people share way too much information.
You don't even want to share anything.
Yeah.
People can find you from, yeah.
When women, and not just young women, but women of all ages, giving compromising pictures to people on here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean, that's never going to turn out good. Never.
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I think people, from the very beginning, they need to make a decision. You're either going to share a lot about your personal life, which is your decision to make, but there's consequences, and that is everything you share is now open to criticism. And if you choose not to share that personal information, then you have chosen to be a little more private. And I don't like, people need to make that decision, whatever is right for them. But again, this is the point that I've always made about Bullhorn Betty. It's like she overshares about the toxic relationship she has with her father and all of these things that happened to her when she was a kid. And then she wants to get mad when people later have a discussion about it. Well, it's like, you put it out there. So if you're going to put the information out there, it's now open to criticism. And that's just how it is. Like, there's no gray area here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you put the info out there and now anyone can come along and have an opinion about it.
Yeah.
And it's all about her. She's making herself a public figure. She wants to be famous, and she sits there telling her stories. So she's putting it out there. We're just commenting on it.
But her stories are boring.
Oh my God, they go on for days and days.
I mean,
yeah,
and she's got one.
Think about her life. It's a pretty sad existence. From the clips that I have seen.
Well, not for her, because in her mind, she's famous. She's all these things. So.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but in her mind, when I keep saying, when she refers to we, my team, it's me, myself, and I.
Yeah. What was that movie with Jim Carrey?
I don't know. There were a lot.
He would talk to, well, it was the same kind
Flyer?
of thing. Like he was having a board meeting with, the people nobody else can see.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's like the Nutty Professor also. I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. She's a dichotomy. I mean, I wish I could figure it out. And I think there's I'm so sorry about my voice, but there's like a big vacancy when you look at her life, what she's told us so far, what I've seen. Like there's some years missing. And then a lot of
hearing that.
Yeah. A lot of her cultural references are weird. Like
they are very weird.
Like what?
Like very 90s.
Yeah. Well, Perry Mason wasn't 90s. But that was one.
That was like 40.
She makes cultural references. She says little sayings.
Right.
She talks about TV shows like they're current, but it's TV shows from like 20 years ago. And it's just, I've noticed that too. I'm like, is that Arrested Development? Is it like, what's going on here?
She did say today, I think it was today, might have been yesterday, something about the police in Georgia. When are they going to get off their duff? And that's definitely an old term.
Well,
that you don't
I can
hear often?
say I come from I don't know where, I know where you are, Lisa. I don't know where Toasty is, and I don't know where Heels is. I'm on the East Coast. I guess you can hear it from my accent and my voice. So maybe to someone like me, that would sound current lingo, but it really isn't. She's
Well,
it's
Now that you
backwards.
said it, I couldn't point anything out, but now I know what you're talking about.
oh, it's all the time. Yeah, it's all the time. You'll catch little like in her stories, or she'll say the Perry Mason one really got me because it was like,
Perry Mason.
Well, I could say the Perry Mason because of my age, and that's where I give myself away.
yeah, but she's
42.
42.
Exactly. My daughters don't even. She's only 42.
40.
I am
she's
10 years
43.
older than
Yeah.
her.
43.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I
Okay.
have a 40-year-old daughter. Who would say, like,
Yeah, she's 43. She turns
Oh,
44 later this
God,
year.
so she
Yeah.
she looks older than I do.
She told me I had one foot in the grave and one on a banana
Right.
peel.
On a banana peel.
Oh, there you go. That's one of those weird things. Like, who says? I always
It's
say
an old thing. Yeah.
butthead. Like, she thinks they're
All right.
comebacks or digs, but they're very juvenile. Like,
Burns my grits is one of them. Like that burns my grits.
Oh, I did hear her
Remember?
say that.
Yeah, she says that a lot.
is that from
And it's,
Burns my
remember that
grits.
TV
I can
show,
remember that
Alice?
lady on Alice saying, like,
yeah, that says kiss
My
my
grits.
grits.
Remember,
Yeah.
Flo? Kiss my grits, man.
oh, kiss my grits. I said,
But it's like that's so old that I swear to God, it's like she just woke up after 10 years of
That is interesting.
no,
To
maybe they didn't have a TV in her room at the place.
I'm just thinking that maybe she has an older audience and she's just trying to be cool with them.
No, she's been doing it since day one.
yeah.
I mean, even her hair and the way she dresses, and she's like a throwback. I mean, Bullhorn Betty, come on.
One of my favorite things is how I've heard Toast say this too. She thinks that by drawing a C and drawing a circle around it, that's a copyright.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, so does Jonathan.
That's why she puts TM. She thinks it means
Yeah.
trademark.
Well,
Trademark.
like
Yeah.
trademark, I was like, oh, I think she means touch me.
oh God, I wouldn't even begin to bet which one
I should
would
say
happen
tap me,
first.
tap me.
I think the one that got me the most was FOIA. The day she got a letter back. Oh my God. And she said, and they are going to send me the documents. They'll let me know and then I will share. She just did a FOIA. If you're a reporter or if you've been in true crime any amount of time, you know what a FOIA is. And she's in Florida. That's like the most transparent.
She was like, there was one part where she was like, well, since I'm a real reporter, I can get FOIAs. And I was just laughing. I was like,
Right.
literally anybody can get one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Anyone
why
can
we
get
call
one.
them
Anyone.
fine laws here.
And then
because-
she was like, I'm going to get a FOIA on, this person. I'm
And
not gonna
that's
say the
what she's
person's
doing.
name. And the
Yeah.
person that she was trying to get a FOIA on doesn't have a criminal record. So I was like, there's
Oh.
not going to be a FOIA because there's
have to.
nothing
Jesus
to
Christ.
get.
Yeah, you have to know a date, a time,
Yeah.
where. You can't just say, hey, just send me everything you got on John Smith.
I have
or
to
Burnt
admit,
Toast.
you guys are going to laugh at this, but the first time I listened to Burnt Toast and she said a Lowell's cow, I looked at my husband, I said, what the hell is a Lowell's cow?
I had to look it up.
I did look it up because I literally I was like, oh, what the hell does that mean?
My
Like,
favorite was
I
when
think I
Betty
have a
was
grasp
like,
on it.
Betty thought it was Lowe's cow. I was like, yeah, give me
Hello,
that,
Steph.
give me that stack of wood.
Burnt Toast, did you happen to hear any of the items
Oh,
on
yeah.
my list that I made for Veda's list? I made
did.
my own list of 58 things. And number 3 on my list was those who are kindling in burnt toast dumpster fire.
You know what? I was watching that video that you did, and I was like, you got to the second one, and I was like, Veda doesn't even know what you're talking about. She doesn't know what half those words mean.
No.
Lisa, excuse me. Are you sipping out of Betty's bullhorn there? It's all sinking.
Oh, hell no. I had the sparkly cup first, and when Betty brought that bullhorn out, I was like, oh, okay, well, now I'm about to get to be a real petty bitch.
No, it looked like Molly's sneakers were cut together.
For years,
cut
I
apart.
have had I think I put it back. My old BlackBerry was just like the cup. And when Betty brought that thing out the next day, I was like, look, Betty, I know you're hot shit because you've got a sparkly bullhorn now, but I had a sparkly BlackBerry back in the day. So, as with most things,
I think that maybe Molly's cut her sneakers in half and wrapped it around a can of Raid. That's
did Molly have sparkly? I know they used to do the Converse in crystals.
I really don't know what I just caught them on one of the clip channels. I was like, oh, she was looking for a child.
That's scary.
Imagine.
She was searching.
Bedazzling Betty.
Yeah.
The day after Betty got that bullhorn that was all glammed out or whatever, she was like, well, there's pieces coming off now, but it's okay. I'll get a glue gun.
Oh, my God.
She needs more.
I bet you they're not crystal either. I have a feeling they're acrylic. They'll only look like they're probably only sparkly and clean.
They're not Swarovski.
Come on. That's what I was going to say.
I don't think they are.
I mean, some poor soul took a lot of time to make that. And I give that person a lot of credit, but she gave it to the wrong person.
Well, she seemed very appreciative and really excited when she got it.
Absolutely. Hi, twin thing. How you doing?
Imagine being out looking for a child with that.
Oh my God. Oh. I'm just waiting for it to pull it out at the police station.
She definitely scary animals.
Listen, what exactly? B. Tim would like to see some fights. He said he does not like all of this. Well, B. Tim, tell me again. He said, I don't like all this friendliness or something. He wanted to see a fight
amongst us.
Yeah, he wanted to see shoes.
Heels.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You guys, do you like my top?
Your pajamas?
I've been in my pajamas the whole time, but I wore my pajama heels.
Better than wearing the same wife beater.
I really am, Josh.
You're wearing what?
My pajama
wife beater. No. Bert Toast is wearing a wife.
It's better than wearing a wife beater 2 days in a row.
Oh,
eating donuts in bed. I'm a
all right.
Is she still in bed?
I wasn't going to be on camera. I wouldn't even be wearing pants. I'd just be wearing the
She has not gone back to her. She has not gone back to her office since people started giving her shit about it.
Her office was the ugliest office have ever seen in my entire life.
Notice that? She hasn't been back to her office in a while. She was in her bed.
You're talking about Betty.
Yes, Betty.
I know.
Bed, and then she was on her couch.
Questions when you guys are done with that. I have 2 questions.
Okay. So why is she on her couch?
I don't know. She says that she was cleaning out her office, that she's been wanting to do it for a long time, but it was after people were like making comments about her office. And then she spent multiple days in bed. Then she spent multiple days on that couch. Now she's spent multiple days in that hotel room. But she has not been back to that office in quite some time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wonder why.
Someone else who tried to educate Betty.
On one of your clips, I don't know whose clip, she had the couch, and I still saw the printer.
She won.
It would behoove her
saw
to get
a
rid
new
of the
couch.
printer.
But the printer was there on the left,
Oh, for
Or-
real?
on my left.
Oh
So
my
now
God.
she's now she's realigned her camera, so you don't see the printer, but it was there. Go back. It was on Heels,
Wait.
either on yours, Toasty. Maybe it was on yours. I was just laughing.
Maybe.
Wow.
Lock Pickings gal says she did a live saying that she spilled sweetener all over her office and had to clean it up. What'd she have to do? Call it a freaking
That's what she claims, but she showed the container and it was like one of those, like maybe like
Arsenic?
16-ounce containers that you would put sour cream in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's the size of it.
What kind of sweetener?
She said it was powder. And I'm like, well, then just vacuum it up. Why do you need to rearrange an entire room?
Kairos,
weird.
if she spilled a gallon of Kairos syrup, we could have had that up quicker than
Right.
what
I
her
just,
powder.
I don't
Okay, I need
understand.
to know. Can anybody tell me what is this pink thing about? This vest? What is it?
Her crossing guard vest.
Yeah, it's a crossing guard vest, but it has like on the
For
back of
real?
it
has
the advertisement for her channel.
It does.
Yeah.
not.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. It says Bullhorn Betty channel on the back.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got to
Yeah.
advertise, right? Her brand.
Where do you
Girl.
get one of those? I
Girl.
know where to get everything, but I mean, I'd go to Amazon, I guess.
And who does them for her?
Packing
That's my
RS.
question.
I don't know.
And the second part of my question is, why in the hell are we using it as some type of home decor? I've never seen anybody who puts their clothes on like a hook behind them, and that I don't understand this at all. Like,
Or the bed with all the clothes all over it. And that picture I sent you with the, I don't know what the hell that was on the wall, the light or whatever.
I think it was that vest. Oh no, the scones. I think that was. I remember yesterday. Whenever I think it was yesterday. I did ask the chat, "What the hell is that? What's with this pink thing?" And I think I said,
Oh, she's had that for a while.
Betty,
Yeah.
pink is not your color. I said, no color is your color.
No, it's
Yeah,
safety first, girls. Safety.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God, I think I just snorted.
Forget the appearance. You know,
I
she's got her vest.
When she was standing out in front of what she kept calling the headquarters, so then I started calling it the mothership. The headquarters, it doesn't say headquarters. It says something county operations, I think it said. But
she's got to jazz it up.
she said,
Yeah.
Bullhorn Betty. Apparently, she and Prayer Garden of America went to the same like school of delusion.
Oh, shut up.
Where we're talking.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, oh,
You know
I
what
thought you were going
third person. And she said, Bullhorn Betty is out here, and I'm wearing my pink vest so that
Yeah.
you know, if any of law enforcement when they go in the building or they come out, they'll know Bullhorn Betty's here and what I'm doing here. And I'm like, bitch, they're not going to know what you're doing there. They're going to look at
No,
you.
I
and be
think it's
like,
from when she was in prison and had to clean the side of the road.
why does she think people
And
are
she's-
gonna know
Exactly.
what
Oh my God.
you're
Too
doing there?
funny.
I
mean-
think there's a secret website that only Karens have a login
Yeah.
for, and they have kits. And she went in there and it's like, I
Wardrobe.
want the YouTube Karen kit. Boop,
Yeah.
add to cart, and it came with like the knee-high boots,
Uh,
and a hard rock jacket.
Circa
Right.
1992.
That is her outfit. That is her protesting outfit. Okay.
And
It's a
where's the
Karen
bad meat?
protesting
Where's the
outfit.
bad meat come from?
She went to the website, and when they buy their kit, part of the rules is you need to use a credit card that you will then not pay the bill for.
We will dispute
and
the charges for you later.
Then she
No,
just here,
I
just
thought-
charge it to one of my subscribers.
Hey, hippie.
Exactly. Oh, I think she lost her wedding registry.
No.
Where she
Oh,
married.
Amazon deal.
I think that's gone.
Well, how do you know she
But-
lost her wedding registry?
Somebody
Maybe
told me.
everybody-
I'm just spreading a rumor.
Her registry
That's what
would
somebody told me.
have. This is what her registry would have. Some of it.
No, she
Um,
actually had one.
2 cases of Solo cups,
Boxed wine.
Glue sticks.
Hey, don't judge on the box wine, bitch.
Just messing with you.
A walker. A
Ooh,
stick.
Ouch, that one's gonna leave a mark.
Listen,
Machete. I don't know. Would that go on the wedding registry? Probably.
A nice
Clairol.
a holster, a bedazzled holster for her. That to me was one of the most
No,
consoling.
Molly would need that.
did.
For,
What?
Molly would need the holster for her.
Well, Betty told the whole world that she's packing and she's a good shot. That to me was very
Yeah.
disturbing.
And if you just annoy her, she can shoot you. Basically, is what she said. If you make me nervous, and you could run away,
I hate
you
having
can.
to share a state with her.
But listen, her saying you could run, going in a zigzag, and I could still. Well, I don't know how you
Well, that's
explain
like
that.
an alligator to not bite you. Did she
No, but I'm
actually
saying
say that?
you can't say you fear for your life when someone's running the other way. You know what I mean? Like
They want zigzag.
that you could even, because they're a good shot. Most people would miss someone running like erratically because it would be hard. I don't know my voice.
That is hilarious because here in Florida,
but
everybody knows if an alligator comes out of a pond or something, they always tell you to run zigzag. I don't know if it works.
Oh,
And
I don't want to know.
know.
But she's giving out like crazy information to people that
Yes.
if
yes.
they make you nervous. And she's such a good shot.
Yeah, I thought that was terrifying when she said that. And, there is a case here in Florida that I think is about an hour away from where she lives. It's in a very small town called Wauchula. And that case, I think, is going to trial this week. And I'm curious as to why she's not there because this one is absolutely crazy.
Oh, really?
Okay, so you've got mother and father who've been married for several years. They have 2 children. First, they have 2 kids. And mom, the grandmother of those children, who is a former school principal, I think high school. She is babysitting one day, and the child, I think, was about 24 months, they said. And, like all good grandmothers do, she fell asleep, and that child drowned in the pond that was on their property. Okay, so that's child number 1. Less than 1 year later, mom is pregnant when the first child dies. Second child is born. At 7 months old, mom's got to get her hair done. So for some reason, she said, well, she was at the restaurant and I trusted all the people she was with. She leaves baby number 2 with grandma. That baby, grandma takes the baby home and leaves that baby in her car, in the garage. It's 90 degrees outside.
Oh.
While she, quote, went in,
No.
said, I went inside, I played with my dog, and then I practiced piano for a long time.
What?
And
Mm.
baby number 2 dies.
This is real.
Baby number
How old
2
was
dies.
how old
Yes,
was that one?
I think about 7 months old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is about an hour away from where Betty lives.
And
Why
why
is
isn't Betty there?
Because Brian Enton's not talking about it.
Oh yeah, it's got to be high profile.
Yeah. See, if you notice, if you go to News Nation, whatever they talk about any particular morning, that's what she does her show on that day.
Oh, I've never noticed.
Well, she made his career, so I think it's only
Oh,
fair.
yeah. Yeah, she probably gives him the talking points every morning.
Either News Nation or
While they're
the,
sitting in hair and makeup.
what was it, the Buffington guy or whatever?
Yeah,
Talks about him
Brian.
a lot too. So if one of those two talk about
No,
something, she
Brett.
acts like that's her new case.
And the little boy, that poor sweet baby that his mother was stabbed like 100 times and he
Mm-hmm.
was thrown in the pond. was found in the mouth of the alligator. That
Oh
was,
yeah.
that was about an hour from her house as well. If there
Well,
wasn't traffic, 45 minutes.
She was
Well,
packing
yeah.
up her things last week.
Well, she was
Jonathan.
too rage streaming to be bothered. Oh, well, JLR was there though.
Right.
But I noticed he
I'm
was
not-
not inside. He was at the presser that they did outside in front of the apartment complex. I did not hear him inside where the real media was when they
Oh yeah.
announced.
Jonathan doesn't. Yeah, he's not interested in giving
Hell,
his
I'm sure
name
they're
to
not
anyone.
interested in letting him in.
No.
He's just
And
inside there for a different reason.
I don't know what his deal is. I really don't. But I was gonna say about Betty.
Catherine, every day is rage streaming. Well, you're not wrong about that, Catherine.
The case that she's on right now is crazy. A 12-year-old. He's been charged, right, with murder.
I think so.
You,
North
yeah.
Florida. That was, I believe.
3 people.
I believe they're saying it was like a gang initiation. Do you know how small that town?
Oh, okay.
I think the population's like less than 1,500, and 3.
My God.
I'm not sure if they were all girls or not, but there was.
No, there were 2 girls and a guy.
Okay. How insane! 12, a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old.
And it was gang initiation.
That's what I've heard. Now, whether or not that is, going to be that. It's funny because that sheriff that did the pressers, you reminded me of Grady Judd big time. I mean, he told one of the reporters who asked a question. He said, "Are you for real? Don't ask me some stupid question like that." And then he said, "This is my." How did he put it? I don't remember what he said before, but he said, "This is my press conference, and basically, I'll do what I want."
Good for
And
him.
he gave me Grady Judd vibes.
So they arrested the 12-year-old and the 15-year-old, right?
Yeah, they had the 15-year-old.
Why can't they do anything about this shit? You know what I mean? Because it's been going on for years that they do that. And you don't hear about it because people say, oh, it's just gangs.
And a
Like-
12-year-old, I mean, it's going to be, I find it really hard to believe that they're going to put a 12-year-old away. I don't even know that they can.
Oh, no, they won't.
12-year-old away for the rest of their, I mean,
No,
maybe
they
till
can't.
they're 20-something, I think they
Yeah,
can.
I think it's like 18 or 19.
See,
But
isn't
no,
it
you can't.
ironic? The 4 of us sitting here talking about just, these cases, not pretending to be reporters, not grifting for money.
Right.
And we
And
know
that's why.
more than they do when they're supposedly professionals.
Well, she's under the impression when she first came on that true crime creators investigate. We don't investigate. I'm not saying I'm into crime,
No.
but that's not what it's about.
I don't investigate. Unless Google
We don't.
investigating,
Yeah, when she gets on and says, "You sit on your ass and we're out here well, good for you." But that's not what we do, or true crime.
We write checks to pay our taxes, and that's our part.
And bring awareness. That's great. There are cases that she would be good. The cold cases that no one has talked about. The prostitute that was killed, that no one, felt that they were important enough to talk about. There's plenty of cases. Why do a high profile? You're not bringing awareness.
No wonder. Yeah, I
And-
know that thing always gets me. Oh, we're bringing awareness. Well, I'm pretty sure that we have
Gabby Petito didn't need it.
press and Google and such too. They've got the awareness, like it's there for the taking.
Or the, minority groups that she's only on this case. It's so funny because she's trying to make a big deal out of.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what race they are. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
You're trying to get points. Right?
Ahmed Aubrey. She couldn't say his name right.
He didn't even know his name.
No shit.
Right.
But she
She's-
wants you to believe that she's out there advocating for him. Oh, bullshit.
Well,
She's
no,
trying to
he's
do
already.
that because she's trying to act a certain type of way in front of new people coming in,
Yeah,
that she can be like, see, I'm not a racist.
But
yeah.
at least say the man's name right. It's disrespectful.
But she doesn't care. She doesn't even realize how it makes her look like, yeah, it just makes her look worse.
Excuse me. Toasty,
But you're
she
right, Bertha. Go.
called you. You know what she said about you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh
And
God,
that
what did
Disgusting.
she say?
Oh, she called. Can I say it?
Yeah. I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. She was like, oh, that little Indian girl. Then she was like, oh, that little Indian bullshit. And she was just running her mouth like
Oh,
that.
did she? I didn't hear her.
Yeah. And she was demanding that I show my tribal card on my channel to
Oh, my
prove. And I was
There it
like,
is right
yeah,
there.
exactly. I was like, okay. Then how about you? Yeah. No. No.
Oh,
But
yeah.
didn't she say that she's part Indian?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
First,
She doesn't
Part
know if she's
everything, for
Apache
fuck's
or
sake.
Cherokee.
first she
God
said
almighty.
Cherokee, and I was like, of course, everybody says that.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
then now she's saying Apache, and I just about died. And I was
What?
like, girl, you might want to look at the map. You were in
Yeah.
Florida. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Remember the time that she said she talked to a woman whose son had SIDS, but he turned out really well. Do you remember that? Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
she's so dumb.
And that
I wish you'd find that clip because I'll play that
oh,
shit.
I've got it. It's on my list. But yeah, she said, and he turned out well, so it doesn't mean anything that they had SIDS. Okay, well, it means they're dead.
Oh my God. I mean,
Sudden infant death syndrome. Yeah. But what my point is, she doesn't research at all.
She doesn't know anything about anything.
no, the
No.
four of us just sat here and gave people more information in a more clear, concise way than she ever does. And I mean, that's just on things you pick up just going through your day.
Yeah, and stupid people repeat stupid things. And so they'll go out and you can survive, SIDS.
No, if she had a healthy brain, she would be dangerous.
Wow.
Yeah.
True.
I don't
That's
even
very
know what
true.
I would say if I was like, can you imagine if you were at some event and her dumbass is standing there telling you that she
But
knew
see, most
somebody who
people
had
would,
kids and they were fine?
yeah, but most people would walk
Oh,
away.
bitch, I'd say, what?
Oh, you don't
Yeah,
know what
I
I
would
would
do.
ask her.
I'd call
I
her
would
and
be
I would-
petty.
I would never just be able to walk away. I'd be like, huh?
Well, I'm saying they don't want to, I mean,
No, I get
they're
it.
looking at someone that's so dumb. They would say that. So why would they? I mean, it's like that poor thing. Anything I say to her is not going to, make sense. But
That's probably why these people annoy me so much. I just I'm not a fan of dumb people. I'm really not. They piss me off.
no, but we can call it out. I mean, I'm just saying a lot of times when somebody says something to you and there's a lot of people around, you just don't want to get into but yeah, if we were in like five people.
I mean, no, but she's that person. Can you imagine her drive? Well, we've already seen her driving, raging, live streaming, texting, talking on the phone. She's that person that you don't want to cut her off in traffic because she's going to follow you for 5
Or
minutes
she walks.
and scream at
I
you.
always see her. I always see her as you're sitting at the bar, it's happy hour is about over, and here she comes through the door.
Or you got to have a lot of beer.
And everybody's like, duck, or, check.
No,
Because-
I put the closed sign out on the door.
Yeah, and that's what she reminds me of, and starts telling you stories and gets in your face and her breath stinks, and
Yeah.
she's still there at
for
2:30.
records, if you read some of the affidavits of when she's had DUIs,
Yeah.
they always make a point to mention that her breath reeked of alcohol and they could smell it from like
She only
really
had
far
2.
away. She just
Dirty
had 2.
feet.
2. It always, every drunk says that.
Yeah.
Got anything to
Says
drink
what?
tonight? Just 2 beers.
There's a couple.
Always 2 beers, no matter what. God
A
almighty.
burnt toast. You were reading off.
Didn't
God, I
one
wish
of
my
her
voice wasn't like this.
reports say that? I swear I read it, and I believe it said that her feet were.
Yeah.
She was dirty.
Yeah,
Well-
all of them say that.
Well,
pretty
she
much.
Yeah.
looks.
Oh, that's not an endorsement. My God, I would die. Like
There's
I'd be
boxes.
I'd be more embarrassed about that than the damn DUI.
I love when I see her mascara all over her face. That's such an
She
appealing.
sleeps in it. Yeah. She sleeps in it probably. She
Oh,
just looked.
not good. No bueno.
I
Can't.
mean,
But yeah, okay, you gotta let me. Oh, my voice is making me crazy. When Burnt Toast was reading off her records, I think she was so detailed that there are boxes that they check and it asks about appearance and were they swaying, were they stumbling? And it's hilarious because they check a lot of boxes. And was it dirty feet or she appeared dirty?
It said something. I know it said something about
Yes.
dirty.
Yes, there was one that said something about dirty feet. There was a bunch of them that talked about her having a dirty appearance. And then there was one where she had been stopped by a DUI, and the cop very specifically talked about how he could smell her breath before he even got to her.
it was
Yeah.
yesterday's breath.
That she had drank so much alcohol that it was
And that's
coming
what
out
you
of her
just-
pores.
you just do this when they walk up.
What does it mean when they say they double
Face
handcuff?
shield on. Those poor
They
cops need to
what?
put a face shield on.
Yeah.
Double
Yeah.
handcuffs is usually for people who are too big to have the regular handcuffs.
Because when you remember the car wash.
Or she was
That's a-
hogtied.
Oh, well, I mean,
They've done that to uncooperative people. Not that she would be uncooperative.
I don't think she was hogtied. It just said when she was at the American car wash and they gave her no trespass.
Was she
And-
washing her undercarriage?
Jesus, don't even.
Can we just
No.
call it the playpen?
I've never heard a woman say that about
The playpen. I love that.
I couldn't
But anyway-
Undercarriage just sounds very like a guy looking
1700s.
under the hood or something.
Yeah.
bizarre. So utterly bizarre. I've never heard a woman say something like that. Hell, I don't think I've heard. Well, I'm not going to say I've never heard a man say.
Undercarriage. What even? Is that a Model T or is that a
Yeah,
That's
Is that
wagon
a
trail,
TS1?
okay?
Yeah.
what?
How many wheels
Anyway, how many what?
How many
Wheels,
wheels does it have?
All her wheels have fallen off.
No.
But anyway,
Yeah.
when they trespassed her, she turned right back around and went on the property. And that's when they said they double cuffed her, which I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
The
But,
only
I mean-
times I could be completely wrong here, but the times that I have read
Both my
things like that,
secretary.
like for instance, when I was reading the stuff for like Shanny for Christ and stuff, they double cuffed her because she was too large to use just
Oh.
one cuffs. So I don't know whether that was the case or whether they did her hands and feet. I don't know.
So they connect one set of handcuffs to the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was actually
Okay.
in the police camera videos that got put on the internet for Shanny for
I could
Christ.
get it with Shanny.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew was pretty big at one point,
It may have been hands
Still
and
not
feet.
a little shrinking violet.
but that would be hog tie. What they do her
Well, I
hands
mean,
and
if
feet?
she was physically violent and fighting and kicking and resisting arrest, I could totally see them cuffing both.
Yeah.
hands and feet.
Well, here's what Google says. The double locking feature allows you to lock the cuffs down to prevent the detainee from closing the cuffs too tight on the wrist. Double lock is one of the surest ways to prevent picking and tampering and ensure the safety of the individual on both sides of the cuffs.
It said double cuffing though, not double locking. So double
No, double
cuffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, I'm
I'm sure she was out of her mind. yelling and screaming because who gets a trespass and turns around and walks right back on the property?
Oh God.
Well, that's not her only
And-
one.
Oh, I
There
know,
was
but-
one where she was stalking an ex-boyfriend.
right. But
Yeah.
this is all like in 10 minutes. Like,
Right.
here's your trespass.
Yeah.
She turned around and went right back.
You can't write. You could write this shit in Hollywood.
know,
Wait a
right?
minute. Excuse me, Toasty. If that was an ex-boyfriend, then there's still hope for me to find someone.
Oh, I would be so afraid.
Oh,
And then accusing people of doing things they didn't. I would dare.
Says it means her arms are fat.
Well, that's what Toast is saying.
Yeah.
Because Shani's pretty big.
Yeah. Shani is 600 pounds.
Oh my God.
And
Oh, no.
she's almost 6 feet tall. So she's a very large
Yeah,
woman.
she's a big
So when
girl.
Amazon
they
woman.
double cuffed her, it was double cuffed with her hands in the front because her arms wouldn't go all the way to the back.
Wow.
But I have seen, police videos where, excuse me, where people are being violent and kicking, and they will, do their hands and their ankles to keep them from
Yeah.
Well,
fighting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
When you were saying that, I was thinking of Hogtied, where they do the feet, the hands, and then they connect that together. But you're just saying they would cuff the feet, like she couldn't really walk.
Yeah, I've seen it both ways, so I don't know what they mean in this
Well,
case.
Hogtied is
Yeah.
really extreme. But I know what you're saying. Like sometimes when they walk in court,
Usually
they'll
if you
have
get
that.
That's
hogtied,
shackled.
Right.
yeah.
right?
Usually if you get that, you also get the Hannibal Lecter accessory mask. If they
Yeah,
because they're trying to prevent you from spitting and
fitting.
She
Yeah.
seems
Yeah,
to like
she's
that
something else.
too. So
Why not tase her?
But people are saying, oh, it's because, she's an angry drunk. Well, she wasn't drunk when she spit at the guy in the truck. I don't think.
No.
I
No.
just think she's got a temper.
she spit.
yeah, she was stone cold sober that day
He
too.
was sober that day.
I see, and I don't find that hard to believe at all. I mean, she's very angry. I do not think she has many happy moments in her
No.
life. I think she's miserable all the time, really, whether
Yep.
she's on here or not.
Not only is she angry, she's a very arrogant person.
I know it's so weird. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
very true.
And
Yeah, I
It's
I
not
don't think it's
justified.
really what that is. I think it's really wild insecurity that is. I think that's like her coping mechanism or her defense. I
But-
don't know.
If you clip her as much as I have, something you notice, and I wonder if other people, is that she emulates other people. Like
She does.
she does. Like when she was with Molly.
She's gonna appear in front of that police station in 6-inch heels tomorrow.
No,
Not that
I
kind of
don't think she could-
emulating.
no. What she
Oh.
does is
Parents.
it's crazy because I noticed it a lot when she was with Molly. And Molly says right all the time. She'll be explaining something and she'll go, right, right. And then with Dolly, it's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just playing. It's weird. And different people. As she wakes up, I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, I've been playing the word game with her for like a year now. And she
I know.
still is. She said today she used the phrase word salad, and I was like, "Got him, got another one."
word salad.
Did
Who uses that anymore?
I
Did you
it
get
on
ground?
purpose.
I heard her say that today.
I did it on purpose just to see if she would repeat me. She keeps playing. I call it the word game. It's so fun.
Did you get groundation?
No, I never said that. That's
No,
not a
she.
word.
That was funny.
What
No,
she
she
did
said.
say. Yeah,
That
she
was a
did say.
good one. I have to say, I don't think I've ever heard that word before.
Have you put the video together yet, Toast? Weren't you doing a video with all her sayings?
Yeah, I'm still working on it because it's just like every time I turn around,
There's
she's
another
just
one.
Add to it.
like the other day, she was like, "Now granite," and I was like, "Kitchen
Granite?
countertops."
Granted,
Do you mean
Grant.
granted?
Bettyisms.
Oh, see, when you said that, I died.
Yes, Bettyisms.
Yeah.
now there's another one she says all the time. It's like, it's not affidavit. It's, oh my God, it's,
Oh, we
She
know
butchers that word.
She loves an affidavit. Like when her when the cease and desist from the federal court came out, and her response the next morning was, "You people are, if you had a brain, you would know what an affidavit is." Betty's whole life is a straw man. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes me crazy.
or when she was explaining that court order that you did, Toast, that you put up,
Hmm.
that wasn't, what did she say it wasn't, we're so stupid because she was removed from it or something.
She claimed that she was removed from it. I was like,
Yes,
that's not what
yes,
it
I remember
says.
that.
It was an order.
It was a
You know what I mean? It's like
final order.
a final order.
Conclusion of
And
law.
yeah, and you people are so stupid because you don't read what happened after that. Nothing happened
Yeah.
after that. I mean, they were just using that email. I don't know.
Oh, now Fairy Dust says double cuffing is when they handcuff the prisoner and then cuff them to an officer.
Oh,
that
wow.
Oh.
Really?
That's weird.
Wow.
So that means that she was misbehaving.
Oh,
Okay.
my God.
Or ain't misbehaving, is it, Michelle?
Oh, yeah, no.
But that all the officers made up those affidavits. You know that, right?
Totally made up.
Totally. They're liars.
Yeah.
And
Don't you worry. I told her that bitch, nobody mentioned an affidavit. That it's not, no. That's not what we're talking about. Just, I didn't
oh yeah,
want-
that's what she
I
was
didn't want
calling
her
it.
to think that got by us.
Somebody was
called-
like, Alpha
Probably called it
David.
a fucking David.
Oh, I know that affidavit was. Who said that?
Christina says she was calling Trentham.
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 I did notice, but I haven't paid much attention to that, so I did catch her like kind of making it one word, and I think she was doing that because she wasn't entirely sure.
Oh, did you see her hashtags on that?
No.
Can you look at it?
How many of them were there? 100?
No, his name was nowhere. There was not one hashtag. It
But I
was
bet
Kaylee
Clayton
Gonzalez.
was, and Brian Andre.
The Idaho 4, there's like 100 hashtags, and not one of them had that guy's name. Not one.
That's so awful. I just can't imagine having suffered that any kind of catastrophic loss like that, and then you've got Betty to contend with. I mean, it's funny because they go out there and demand justice for this victim. And of course they want it in, I don't know what their optimal time frame is, how long it is before they need to get home. I would say probably whenever the cash register starts.
One day.
That's all they can afford to sit there. One day.
But I just can't imagine if it was them and they lost a family member, do you think they would want their justice, get it done in a week? Or do they want it, would they want it fast, or would they want it done right? So they, get the best outcome possible.
I mean, there are cases that went on for years that were never solved. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, that was record time. I mean, I thought they did a great job.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the thing is,
Great.
I don't know why people cannot make the connection that she is not privy to jack shit.
Oh,
and
yeah, right.
more than we are. So she doesn't know what is going on. She doesn't. I mean, with this case that's going on in Georgia, I don't know how many kids were involved, but there were
Aren't there
several.
2 of them?
I,
Oh, no,
I
the other one's in
think more
Florida.
than that. But I mean, you think about it. This was at a party. All these kids are juveniles. Well, I think for the most part they are. So not only do you have to schedule and get all these, interviews done with these kids, you've got the extra layer that these are juveniles. So you've got
And every one of them,
parents.
yeah,
and then
all of them are
possibly
separate
lawyers.
cases too.
Yeah. And it's like, that doesn't get done like that.
Well,
It-
I know.
It's
It's just stupid.
It is. It's very stupid. And I don't know why I do not know how people can look at that. It's just a 3-ring circus of idiots. That's all it is.
I
But what
have
I
you
wanna-
know, ma'am,
What?
that she has a black law dictionary and she
A
is
black law.
A black law.
A black law.
Yes.
Well, what is a black law
It's
dictionary?
black law.
It's
It's not
just
black.
a
I have a
dictionary.
Webster's
Dictionary.
dictionary. That's
No, it's a black.
a lot of money.
It's called Black's Law.
Yeah. And
Right.
Black
I
apostrophe.
had one.
But she calls it black laws.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
because
like, oh God.
it's like some 1940s white supremacist
Yeah.
law.
I mean, it's basically
It's a law dictionary.
Before we had, computerized research and all that, there was the Bible. It was the legal. I mean, it was the size of a phone book back in the day. And hell, I kid you not, I had one for probably 20 years, and
Okay.
I went to get it. And I was like, where the hell did that Black's Law dictionary go? I'm sure I threw it out at some point.
Well, I think they have a lot online too now.
Yes,
Come
yes.
on.
Is it
Kinda
better
obsolete.
than Webster's?
Oh no,
Oh,
it's a law dictionary.
It's strictly
It's
legal
law.
terms and
It's
things
strictly
like that.
law.
But everything in it
Precedent.
you can look up online now. And the thing
Right,
is, like,
you
it
don't
was what
need
you
that.
used before the
Yeah.
internet.
Oh,
And it's very expensive to get the actual book. And I'm thinking she probably took it from, the last place she worked. Because she'd have no reason to have one.
I think I had, when I went to school, it was, try to think, it would have been like early to mid 90s. And back then we didn't have,
Internet.
I remember you had to go to the college bookstore and buy a Black's Law dictionary, and it was that thick.
Yeah, it's huge.
Now, nobody needs that anymore.
I wonder if they sent her pages when they changed the laws. Remember when we used
Oh,
Insert.
yes,
Encyclopedia, Britannica? I had those in my day.
Oh, yes. I
Every
remember.
time something was updated, we used to get pages sent in the mail, and we had to stick them inside.
Oh my God, I do. I remember the days of.
I mean, I'm old. I'm
Encyclopedias.
62.
It's
Wow.
not old.
No, it isn't
you know-
old. By any standards, it isn't old. But when you talk about dating yourself, have your facts correct.
Oh, yeah, that's
Because
out
nobody-
of the question.
Would I ever
What
Hi,
I want to,
Betty. Do you think Betty's watching? Hi, Betty.
I wish she would come up here. I would
I
get down so
I always
burnt in
thought,
her.
I was
never.
I kept trying to
Never.
type in Betty before when I was on chat to see it. Maybe she was there. She might be here as an imposter, and good for her.
Oh, she's listening. 100% she's listening.
She's taking notes in her binder. I'm going to sue her for this.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that
sue her for
binder.
that.
You're getting a letter.
I
Yeah.
want that binder.
I want to see JLR on this case that she's doing right now. I want to see him go there and do background on the gang. You know what I mean? Like sneak around, take pictures of them, put their, no. I mean, if he,
I want to know why he's allowed to.
I would love it.
all over the
He'll get it
country, tripping through the daisies. I don't.
because his probation officer is an idiot.
I mean, I don't get it. That's.
Oh, and he says he's a reporter, so that's his job.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, his probation officer has to know better.
You know what the problem is, Heels?
Mhm. What
That
is it?
the court system
Mhm.
has not caught up to the internet system. And the rules and regulations need to be rewritten
Oh, well, yeah.
or added to whatever is out there because they have no clue. And unless we bring it,
Well, it's his probation officer's job to know what's going on
but
with
he's
Jonathan.
supposed to report everything.
Well, he does. He tells him that he's got to go report on Lori Vallow in Idaho or
He's
Summer
got
Wells.
Oh my God! Did you hear that that bitch fell asleep?
Look how little she is.
Oh, jeez.
She's so cute.
I forgot I was. My glasses fell off. Not that I don't have 17 pairs within arm's reach, but I like these.
You're like a doll. You're just a cute little doll.
Did
Yeah,
you
his
hear
probation.
Lori Vallow falling asleep?
Yes, today.
What?
Wasn't
She
it
fell
today?
asleep.
I was
at
watching
the end of
on
the day.
Glairer.
Oh my God.
I love Glairer. I was watching the
I like the
trial.
Blair too. I listen. To
I
him
was
all the time.
watching the trial on his channel.
Is it being televised?
He's been doing Gannon.
I didn't know that Vallow was televised.
Oh,
It's
I'm
not.
sorry. I was watching Gannon on his.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Oh, okay.
That trial's killing me.
I can't. I haven't. No, I can't. I
Who
started
fell-
it. No, it's
Who fell asleep? I'm sorry. Was it
Lori
Vallow or?
Yeah,
Lori
and then
Vallow did
they had
during
to end
the-
it. They had
during
to
the
end it.
autopsy photos.
Yeah.
During the autopsy photos.
They said that in the beginning of the day,
Wow.
she was literally just sitting there like, hello, is anybody in there? And after the lunch break, they think that her lawyers probably had a little pep talk with her and said, look, apparently the jury was really like giving her, they got her number. And they said some of them were crying.
Oh my God, of course.
And after the lunch break, she asked to be excused.
Excuse. Yeah, I did.
Said,
That was
said
yesterday.
no. And apparently, she just fell asleep for, I forget how long they said.
During the autopsy photos.
She was
Wow.
awake for some of them.
Was
but then
that
when they
yesterday,
resumed-
Lisa? Because
I think it was yesterday.
I
Yeah.
didn't watch her. Court was canceled halfway through because one of the prosecutors, they didn't say who, had a death in their family, and they had to,
Oh,
adjourn court today
oh God, that's
in
horrible.
the afternoon.
Oh.
I was
Well,
watching Gannon. I had two
uh-huh.
screens going. I was watching Gannon
They are
on Glairer,
literally going
on Glairer,
old
and
school.
that's killing me. These cases are killing me.
That one is really
I
good.
thought he was watching Stock.
Yeah, that's Gannon.
Yeah, that's Gannon. That's
Right, I know it's Gannon. But
and that's Gannon. I
is he
am.
doing both?
Well,
I
Val
was watching both.
Val
Oh,
was
okay.
listening to
the
one
audio,
because
I think.
we're not allowed. There's no
No cameras.
video. There's no camera. Only audio.
They're going
So,
old school.
okay, hold on.
too. There is
Okay.
actually a sketch artist in the courtroom who is
Right.
doing old school.
Right. So whenever you hear the Vallow case,
Mm-hmm.
you're hearing it from the day before because they don't put the audio out until
No,
After.
It's not in real time.
the Vallow case. Nate.
or the which one?
No,
Vallow?
Nate Eaton came up today and said and explained why court was canceled abruptly.
I'm talking about the audio. They don't put the audio out until after court is adjourned for the
So
day,
it's not
right?
in real time.
Yeah, so it will be, yeah.
I think Nate Eaton was there today. Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh, he's the local Idaho
that was
guy, right?
Or
awful.
Wednesday. I'm sorry, Wednesday.
Yeah, I posted what I think he did like a 12-minute
Mm-hmm.
video about it, and he was crying. I mean, it was sad.
He's an incredible.
Yeah.
That's the man I want to see
Where?
become.
Are you
Come
talking
to
about?
the East Coast, go to Florida, somewhere other than where he's at. He's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
And as far as Letitia, I watched it on Glarer.
The stock case was very,
Ugh,
talking about Betty. If you watch Letitia's talk in her interviews, very similar.
I want to choke that bitch out. Like I can't even.
It's like they believe. I don't know. Letitia's talk is very much. What?
Where'd your avatar go?
It's right there, under you. I see it.
This is a circle.
Yeah, it looks like StreamYard made it gray again.
Burton's house jumped over to the right.
It's been up, your avatar's been up the whole time, and now it's just the white circle.
Yeah, you can see it heals, but we can't.
Yeah, that's weird.
So sometimes to remedy that, if you change it to something else and then change it back to what you want, it'll pop back up.
Well, how do I get my picture up there?
Yeah, hers is gone on my screen.
I never had a picture, but how do
I was going to say, Stella never had one.
You have one.
That's weird.
You click on the three dots. You click on the three dots and it says edit audio avatar, and then you can upload it one from there.
Where are the dots? I don't have dots.
Exactly.
Bottom of the screen where it shows the box.
Nope.
It'll show your box where it says you're in the show. Everybody can hear you now.
Excuse me. I refer to it as a playpen, not a box.
There's like the little ellipses on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then I do that. Okay, and then what?
And then there should be an option that says edit audio avatar.
Okay.
And then you can upload whatever you want.
Are you whispering to your dog?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I don't have dots, but it's not a big deal. It's no big
on
deal.
your phone. Oh,
right.
My
Yeah,
God,
I'm not.
I've been on here 3.5 hours.
It's okay.
Oh my God. It was awesome. I'm so glad y'all joined.
It didn't seem like that length of time at all. Time flies when you're having fun.
Why?
Why what?
Hey, Sheila, why do you have one nail that's not painted? Is that something I just...
There's two. Well, because I only had 9 black ones that would work.
They're not. Okay.
So these 2 are nude with cheetah print on the tips.
I got you. Yeah, it sucks my voice.
It almost looks like I'm missing 2 fingertips.
Well, it was fun. I had a lot. I'm so glad that
your digits off.
Sorry, y'all.
I feel like
never have a live stream without a cat fight. I've got 3 cats, and the big fat one, he's been like terrorist lately. And
can he move that fast? I mean,
I believe it or not, that fat bastard can run real fast when he wants to. But what's funny is, for some reason, my cats get real wound up in the morning. And if it's raining out, forget it. I don't know what it is. But the fat one, they're just in the morning. That's when they play. And it's funny because he'll start hauling ass to chase one of the other ones. And I don't have any carpet. It's all hardwood floors. When he'll try and round a corner, it's like his belly is a few seconds behind.
Oh, yeah.
So when he runs, the fat's kind of going like this.
Funny. You have to video this.
Oh my God. He comes in when I'm doing a video. It never fails. That damn cat, I swear to you, that cat won't look at me, wants nothing to do with me until he sees me cross the threshold of this office. And then it's like, they're like children. Now, like when you have kids and you get on the phone, that's when they're, they need you right now. The whole time you're on the phone. Yep, they're like little kids. I looked out there, and my dog, who knows you do not get on the white couch. I look out there, he's all like comfy, got himself all burrowed, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Get off the couch.
Yeah, they are like kids. The minute you
Oh.
get on the phone, they go and do what they know they're not supposed to.
Yeah, and I mean,
Oh, ladies,
I can see him.
I had a blast. I wish my voice was not like.
I did.
I feel like I'm in a well, and I'm going.
We're toast. I'm honored you would come up and hang with us, Stella.
I love it.
Nice to talk to you.
Stella.
Yeah, thanks for having me up.
Yes,
Oh,
we're gonna do
thank
this
you.
again.
And I'm
Honored.
sorry if I invaded in your space.
Oh,
I am
no,
so
ma'am.
Oh
It's
no,
fun.
it was fun. It was very
Yeah.
fun.
We're
No,
gonna
these
do
are
this
fun.
again, too. Maybe, God, maybe
We-
sometime we'll talk about something besides the tragedy.
Oh,
pit.
yeah. Besides Betty, we'll have to talk about.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, Molly's gone. We can't talk about her anymore.
But you know, the thing is now Molly is into laws, like really, right, Bert? I mean, she's no longer in true crime, so she's
She's
where?
the leader of the Lowell's.
Lowell's cows.
Tell me real
What-
quick, why are they called the
She's-
Lowell's cows?
Because they're cat, you milk them for LOLs, laugh out loud.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's basically people who are super problematic, Karens.
That's a nice way to put it.
They do like crazy, outrageous stuff. You know, they do all the things that their tragedy pimps would be included in that. And you basically just review them and laugh at them because it's just like there's so much of a train wreck. There's really nothing to do other than to just laugh at them.
Yeah. And I think that's where she is now. I don't know if there's anything. Because I would still like to, I would laugh at her if she stayed out of true crime. You know what I mean? Like you do Shani. Shani, well, she does hurt her kids, but she mostly is just a train wreck for herself, you know?
Yeah, Shani, her kids were taken last year. I mean, I'm happy.
Did she
with
not get them
that.
back?
No, she has not gotten them back, and she's probably not going to get them back, which is a
Good.
good thing.
Yeah.
But now it's just like there's nothing like you can just laugh at her now because you don't have to have like this feeling in your pit of your stomach, like shit, like what's happening to the kids in the background.
She was,
Yeah.
You know?
Unfortunately, that's just part of, you know, I mean, even like with Molly, then there's her son. And, you know, you feel bad because
That's who I feel badly about.
even
I
though
feel
you're not
badly for him,
talking.
and I feel badly for Violet.
Oh, I love Violet.
oh,
She's
You know
so
what? You're
never
innocent.
thought of that.
Come on.
But I'm not going to not laugh at her because of Violet. I'm just saying,
Oh no, I'll always laugh at her.
I'm just saying, I
I
want to
just
have
say-
fun with her.
put the dog down. That's what I keep saying. Put the dog
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Or
step
don't
away
sit
from
on the dog.
You never know. She might, I don't know. I think she'll have a complete and total. I don't think she's fully had the meltdown yet.
I don't
But
think
do you
so
really
either.
think, do you think
she's
this
well
is
on
an
her
act?
way.
Do y'all think it's an act? Do you think it's an act though?
Her meltdown.
Yeah. Because it's too bizarre to me.
I don't. I think you're seeing. I think probably 75% of that is really her. I think she's. You know,
Yeah, because to
I will
destroy what she's built is
I think
crazy.
some of the most. Think about it. I mean, some of the most entertaining or talented. I'm not saying she's those, but people, whether they were comedians or actors, actresses, whatever they were, some of the best ones and the ones who left this earth the earliest were kind of like her, very like could
Flash
be
in the
very
pan.
entertaining and talented in many ways, but that comes from usually a place inside of
Oh yeah,
like a lot of turmoil.
comedy and
My
tragedy.
experience with crazy people like this, because that's my whole channel, or people like this.
You have a PhD in cray cray.
Yeah, really. So what I've noticed is that they all have cycles, and eventually they get to the point where their cycles get so just out of pocket because they start getting close to that line, and then all of a sudden they're crossing the line, and then they're crossing the line a lot, and then they get to the point where they do just burn it down. Like Shanny for Christ and her boyfriend just started screaming racial slurs and doing all this crazy stuff, and it's like you would think, why are they doing this? And she lost 3 channels and he lost 2 in like a 24-hour period, you know what I'm saying? So
she lost.
What?
Did she have 2 kids?
2 kids. Yep. And it's just like, and she's not the only one. There's lots of other people that I've reviewed who had, 1 or 2 or 3 channels. And eventually they get to the point where their behavior gets so out of control, and that cycle just keeps going because there's no one in their life that tells them to stop, right? And they're not going to listen anyway. Yeah. So they just start crossing that line too much, and
they get by with it.
And they get by with it, and then it gets to the point where they get in trouble.
Yeah, this whole all of this like fuels them, but it also burns them up. And
that's the other part is their subs are cheering them on.
Oh God, I say all the time, it's more the subs that piss me off. Like with Betty, it's like, what is wrong with? Why can't these people see that this is all bullshit? All this stuff she said.
Oh no, they tell her she's great and thank you for doing this. Jonathan's comments are bizarre. That people tell him, we're so glad you came along. Oh, it's crazy. I can't talk anymore.
Wow. Yeah, but I feel like I've been punched in the eye. I don't know what that's about.
You've crippled us with this live stream.
Well, I thank you all so much. And we are definitely going to do this again. And it'll be somebody else besides Betty. Maybe we should I would love to do like a round table thing like this where everybody gets a certain amount of time. Well, kind of like The View.
Like a debate.
When I used to do that, I called it ViewTube. And we did. But I pulled all the stuff. I would just get, random things and read it and say, okay, well, what do you think of this? That was always fun. Some variation of that would be fun.
We think, yes, we're imaginative. We have a good mindset, all of us, about what is fun. But we also need to take care of what isn't fun anymore. And these people need to be stopped.
Well, they're being stopped.
We started it. You gals, all of you.
No, I'm going to disagree. Molly got Molly.
Molly got Molly. There's no cancellation and all that bullshit. I don't want to hear about that.
Yeah. It was just
the culture there.
No.
She's an evil woman.
All we did was bring awareness to.
I'm sorry. I really did want to ask her, did she take the pocketbook back that she gave her mother for Christmas?
Yeah, I would like to know what happened.
I'm not being mean because I am the most.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh.
Her house guest. Molly's house guest. You don't know anything about that.
The what?
Oh my God.
I thought you said something about a purse she gave her mom for.
No, the house guest.
Oh, I know about that, but I'm talking about the purse for Christmas. And
never mind.
It was an Yves Saint Laurent purse, a YSL purse. And I only caught this on the clip chat. I swear to you, I am not a subscriber to her. I never watched her. I would not give her a click. I didn't want her to make money. And all I want to know, she talked about that goddamn pocketbook. So I want to know.
You can rent all that stuff. And I
want to know, did she bury her mother with it?
What?
Or cremate her mother with it? Or did she
really?
Take it back? I want to know that.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't.
No,
I'm sure she probably
no
took it
more
back.
mention of that pocket.
Yeah, it's probably if it actually belonged to her and it wasn't a rental. That was
Exactly.
a
I think
flex
she's
on her
just full
YouTube
of shit.
channel.
Yeah, I think
But-
she rented it.
But
'Cause
those
I-
are the things that bother me. I want to know, like, what about that purse?
I could be wrong, but I think that when they cremate someone, they don't like leave things on them.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
so.
right.
know,
The only things that
you can leave whatever the family wants. Because
Really?
When they cremate them?
I cremated my ex-husband 2 years ago. And his anniversary was
I might have an ex-husband I'd like to cremate.
no, those were his wishes, and that's what we
Oh, they
went
will
by.
anyway.
And
wow.
whatever he wanted or my daughters wanted to put on their father is what went with him.
I
So-
wonder what kind of checks and
So,
balances.
Unless
Yeah, for that.
unless at the wake we wanted to put his Louis Vuitton belt on him, and then but we're going to take it off because we don't want it to burn.
Well, why would you put it?
Put it on there.
Okay.
So
I always
That's for the.
my ashes
family
when they were
has
marvelous.
the choice. I do
But
not.
you're not saying
I'm sorry.
Huh?
you're not saying that they cremate them with all this on, right?
It's up to the family. We have
Okay.
we have the choice, Heels. Whatever we want the person to be cremated with remains on their body, on their
But you
person.
said you took the belt back off.
No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
You know, whatever my daughter, so his suit, everything that he was laid out in his casket is what he essentially was cremated with.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that.
And if we
But I'm
wanted
just
to put if he did have a special belt on, which I'm sure he did,
Dolce and
we
Gabbana.
weren't going to take it off of him. How he was dressed for the viewing is how he went to the crematory.
and
You have the choice.
but my question is did somebody right before they like what kind of security? Because I've heard of people being exhumed like years after, and everything that was in the casket was no longer in the casket. Like I think one was a watch, like a gold watch that they had gotten, and it was no longer there. So I'm just wondering, I wouldn't do it. Like I wouldn't.
Oh wow.
I will
Right.
tell you, when I buried my father, they died. My ex-husband and my father died on the same day, 19 years apart. So my father had a beautiful watch that he bought when he came home from World War II. And it's a Longines watch, and it's worth so much money. The funeral director just placed it on my father's wrist. But the day my dad was buried, I got the watch back because I knew I wasn't burying my dad with that watch. Because why would I?
Yeah,
that watch was
I wouldn't either.
no, it's probably it was worth $10,000 then.
Mhm.
And we're talking 21 years ago. So it's whatever you want to display. It's displaying it for show or to bury them. I would never bury
Yeah,
because
Oh my
that's what
God,
I'm
you're
saying.
in Florida,
you know what?
you're gonna
It's
be
important for
cremated?
me to have heirlooms to pass on to the children and grandchildren.
Well, in
And I was an
Florida,
only
if
child.
you're going to be cremated, you can you can actually, and I know because I went to a service like this.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
You can rent the
Casket.
yes,
Yes.
that just for
Yeah.
a viewing, and then which
Well,
Yeah.
makes sense. I mean,
Okay. So
Why
I'm
not?
I heard that.
So Lisa, I'm going to tell you, when my ex-husband passed away 2 years ago, he wanted to be cremated. However, the only casket that was allowed to be rented was the half casket where they don't show the legs.
Come on.
Oh.
Only
I
the
was like,
chest
what?
and not to be morbid, but my daughters, we all knew he, in our belief is show the whole, we bought a casket
Okay.
and that's what he went to his final destination in. We didn't rent anything. We paid for it to be.
Well, Molly said they rented. That answers my question because she said, we did this, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, and we rented my mom's casket. And I couldn't figure out why
Yeah,
you would.
I mean, I know that you do it here.
I didn't know that.
Have been the,
Because when in New Jersey, where I am, and that's where her mom is, they only, for cremation purposes,
Right.
you're allowed to rent. And then inside of that rental casket is a box that would take them to the crematorium.
Okay.
Final.
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Well, my daughters did not want that for their dad or my ex-husband. So they bought a full casket and that is what went, because it was literally wasted money. And I'm not saying wasted. No. It's just a matter of what your wishes are to.
Right. I think we've gone. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bit much.
I'm ready to claw.
I mean, I'm not trying to say
ready to claw my contacts down my eyes.
Well, girls, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, Stella, it was great. Thank you so much.
It was nice talking to you, Stella.
Thank you so much, Toasty, to Heels, to Lisa. Thank you. I'm sorry if I intruded. I did not mean to.
No, you did not.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we've just,
I just-
God, it's hard to believe we've been up here almost 4 hours.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about some of
a pumpkin in 4 minutes.
And Heels, take care of your voice.
I won't have one to take care of tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully.
Your scissors out and you'll be clipping away.
And
But what do you do? What do you do for
Honey,
it?
maybe hot
It just gets better. Wow,
Tea and
I've
honey.
never lost.
salt water, gargle.
And then no talking.
Oh, good. I like that part. Good excuse.
And
All
what
right,
I do
All right,
is
thank you.
I
Loved it.
keep smoking.
Thank you to
I
everybody
don't
for
smoke.
joining us. And we are going to do this again
Yeah,
next week. This was
look at her making. She's already going to schedule it.
many months in the making. I was going to try and go back through my text messages and see when I first started lobbying for this. All right.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And good night, Toast. Good night, Stella.
Good night, John Boy.
Stay
Yes, good night,
beautiful.
John Boy.
Stay beautiful and classy, ladies. You're the best.
And to everybody in chat, thank you so much for showing up.
Chat, I'm sorry if I bored you, but I love your chat.
No one. No, wait. Stella, you did not bore anyone. It's just that I had to do that process to someone I'm very close to, not a really long time ago. I'm not crying. I promise. I just think I'm out of gas, but I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just,
Oh, not at all.
I just kind of feel like I'm not crying. I promise you.
Heels,
I think it's gone.
you are.
No, I'm not crying. I'm not. I'm just trying to say, I think if I was triggered, maybe other people were, being triggered by the process. Oh my God, it's
Oh,
gone.
no. Life has been a
It's
little rough
definitely
for me the last couple of years.
No, I'm not crying. I'm not having to rub anything. I'm just telling you, burnt toast, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think if I'm interpreting you correctly, that it was making her remember things
Yeah,
that
from
was
not
triggering
all
her.
that wanted. Yeah.
And so she wasn't trying to be rude, but it was,
No.
You were not rude.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think maybe other
Yeah,
people,
that's my job. I'm the
Oh,
rude
no,
one.
No.
I really wasn't, but kind of you. I just was kind of feeling some type of way, and I thought maybe people in chat might be. You did nothing wrong, okay? That's all I'm trying to say.
These
Thank you.
eyelashes are begging me to rip them off.
I love
Okay,
you.
it
All
was
right. Good
fun,
night,
Shelley. Thank
ladies.
you.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody in the chat. Thank you so much.
Blessings. Stay safe and well.
Bye.